Okay, everyone, welcome to chapter 30. Isaac will not be joining us because he has decided that the bird does not deserve his protection, and Keegan has volunteered to do the recap. Keegan, what happened last session?
Um, let's see, we all got into our separate little meetings with our elders who were all planning on doing a variety of things. But in reality, it's all about one thing: power and stability, right?
Essentially, yeah.
So we're all getting into our little groups of what we're supposed to do and who we're supposed to help.
That's pretty straightforward. So, everyone has a promising career ahead of them. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Um, Jackalor, you don't have an alternate identity, do you?
Nope.
Okay. This sounds like a manipulation roll then. Let me check if there's who they have that's the best at this.
Would it be an alternate identity if we put on one of those glasses with a mustache on, with a bigger nose?
This has more to do with paperwork, so no.
I cried.
If it can be traced back to his real name, then call that difficulty 7. Okay. So, where does Kirk stay these nights, given that his apartment is still being repaired?
I'll be staying at the domain.
Okay. Do you check in on the apartment at all?
I call them like once once a week or so to check up on
So
how it's doing
essentially
without
just,
actually gone there.
yeah. Okay. How would they go about this? Because, second, I need to look up that gift. Because I have a feeling that there are things that could actually track you. Because you're part of the Weaver's web.
Wait, Weaver as in werewolf Weaver?
Yes.
No, bully, please.
Oh no, this is actually really spicy. But in completely different circumstances. Okay. How would they go about this? Of course, as the Homid gift. You are disgusting. Why are you like this? You make me cry. Excuse me while I look up ways to screw with Jackalor. Okay, and that's that. Okay. Okay, that's gonna call this a manipulation empathy roll. Okay. Okay. Okay, I know what they've done. Carry on, nothing to worry about, Jackalor.
Think this is a third. Anyway, so when will we be arriving at the Haven?
That's up to you. You got called into your meetings kind of either at the end of last night or at the start of this one, so you can gather whenever it's convenient. We're gonna assume that Isaac is off somewhere with Sheldon, maybe teaching him the basics of self-defense if a werewolf comes at him or something. You know, just
Always go for the kneecaps.
please, center of mass and use silver.
Yes, please do.
Okay. And Keith. Yeah, Keith will have left a message with you that, one of the dudes is ready to start, so he's gonna be at the factory patching assholes up. And if he gets abducted, please break their knees.
Will do.
Okay. Yeah, you can actually, I guess, roll off to see who arrives first if you wish.
Okay.
This is for Dasha. She's coming over last. Yeah, so, Bill is there first. Place seems to be intact. Nothing too fucky.
Start setting it on fire.
Okay.
No.
No. You already said it. Make me a intelligence science roll to set the demolition charges.
Sadly, I don't have science.
So difficulty is 9 plus 1.
Oof. Wait a second. Don't I need academics to read how to make the science work? So I can't do it.
I think, unless you take a flaw, you know how to read, Keegan.
When someone wants to be illiterate.
Okay, so you arrive first. Is there anything you wish to do while no one's here yet? Other than maybe, like, Josh somewhere, but you don't immediately see him?
I already moved out most of my stuff out of here, right?
You did, yeah. But it doesn't mean that, well, you could look for, survey the building, try and figure out where you could make more improvements, or you could have brought something with you, or you can just be on your phone or patrol the area if you wish. If you want something to do while the rest show up.
I'll look for improvements where I can make some improvements.
Okay, give me a perception crafts roll. Okay. Yeah, you look over the building. It is an old place, and a lot of the easily accessible wires have been stripped. But there's areas of the building you think you could rewire to have, proper electricity, given a few days of work and an investment in actual materials.
I'll put that on the to-do list.
As far as the plumbing goes, it's. You think the pipes are probably functional, but they're probably corroded enough that it's a close thing. So you could risk piping water through there, but you would end up having to look around and seeing where you're springing leaks and patching those up.
When we get the deed, we could probably get some repairman to come in here and help fix it up.
I hate to say this, Keegan, but however much you have left in the pile, like 10k and change, ain't enough to repair a building this big.
Yep.
I thought the prince was gonna help with the deed.
Well,
The deed,
no.
yes, but this is a building that's been abandoned for decades, and that's a lot of repair work.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's like a good 100K.
Like, you're extremely good at mechanics and, to a lesser extent, construction in general. So, you can do this faster and often cheaper than if you built up to spec. Right? And you're a vampire, so you can afford to cut corners, and you're smart enough to figure out where it's safe to cut corners, right? If you do this through actual contractors, it's gonna be expensive.
Guess I know what I'm asking the prince for.
$500,000.
Just a small loan.
So I guess I arrive.
Yeah, you arrive outside with probably two of your bodyguards. I think it's like a rotating thing that you've kind of settled into, right?
Yeah, I have one on resting, and the two others are with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I entered the building and see if I think I saw Bill's car, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'll try and look for Bill.
Yeah, you eventually find him in the basement, knocking on pipes and listening to them.
Trying to fix up the place?
Looking where I can make some improvements, make it more livable.
Sounds like a good plan. Heard anything from Isaac?
No.
He has to be busy then. Well, we still should probably try and figure out where the Talain or whatever the thing was is. But I think Solomon had some ideas with that. He should be arriving fairly soon.
You did also find evidence that links to.
Oh yeah, that's true. We found the evidence for the. Shit.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But yeah, we found some evidence. As Chris mentioned, we found some evidence linked to the bar and shit. So we could. I'd really like to have Solomon with us because he's
That
actually
would-
good at telling people from those who lie and those who don't.
Yeah. How are you doing after the incident with the car?
Could I have healed my aggravated by now?
I was the one
Oh,
who
yeah.
got aggravated, and not you.
It's been a week since then, I think. So yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I think
all
I
healed.
already got that. Yeah, it healed eventually, but it did suck. That damn bird.
Nah, just forget about him.
Probably for the best. It's not like Isaac is going to let us touch it.
We don't really need his permission, but yeah.
True. Oh well. I'll see for when Solomon arrives, and
When he turns around, I'm gonna point 2 fingers at him and tell him to stick his hands up. Like a gun finger.
I have no idea. I don't think my character has either.
I'm just gonna just stick your hands out, please.
I stick my hands out.
Okay, I'm gonna take some measurements.
Yeah, you looking past his shoulder, you see one of the bodyguards peeking in, checking that it's okay. Ducks back out.
When he looks in, I'm just gonna finger shoot him. Pew pew.
Are you
All right,
12 or are you 40?
I'm dead. So, all right. I'll just taking some measurements for the future. It's a little surprise for you, so don't worry about it.
Oh,
It's a
thanks.
coffin. Congratulations.
It's not a coffin.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It's a little surprise that I'll show Chris later.
Okay. Solomon. I think it's your turn to arrive, as they are measuring things.
Okay.
I want you to give me a perception awareness roll at a 7. Actually, at a 6. Okay. So you see a shadowy figure standing next to the doorway, waiting for you to approach. Doesn't seem to have any weapons out.
Does the figure seem familiar in any way?
Were you on the inside when the Nosferatu was confronting the Edge of Tranquility?
Yeah, we were all on the inside, I think.
Then, yeah, he does seem familiar.
Huh. Well, that's potentially awkward.
Potentially.
Is
Oh
that-
yeah, I killed your primogen and got the supposed murderer away.
Is there like another entrance I can use?
Wrong. Yeah, you could shift around, but he's looking in your direction already. So, essentially, you see him as you're pulling up. But yeah, you can circle around. This is a big place. There's about a dozen windows you can crawl in through, and there's definitely an entrance from the yard.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, just circle around. See him just facepalm and just drag down across his face in the rearview window. Just oof. Okay. You go across and coming through the back.
Yeah.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
No. I'm pretending like like I'm just doing something completely normal.
Okay. So You walk in, and down one of the hallways you just hear, "For fuck's sake! Wait up, I want to talk to you."
Oh, good evening.
Good evening. So, okay, do you have a moment? I hope you're not in a rush.
I guess. Yeah, I can spare a minute.
Okay, this gonna be awkward, but I kind of have to ask. If you don't mind, he gestures to one of the empty rooms on the first floor.
Okay.
Okay. So, I have a feeling that you figured out what our primogen did. And we're kind of in the awkward position of not knowing where he fucked off to. And your daughter happens to be missing. And I was wondering if you had any insight to offer on this.
What's that for?
I'm just wondering what Solomon is feeling at the moment.
That's a good question.
Panic, overwhelming anger.
Slight anger, disgust.
Okay, so disgust. That seems appropriate for the strongest emotion.
I don't know where either of them are.
I see.
And it's curious to hear that they are both missing.
Alright. Perhaps you don't realize this, but child vampires can be tricky. And she already had one accident while on her first mission. If she's out on her own, even if she hasn't done anything wrong, people could get hurt. A lot of people potentially.
Yeah, I guess that's why you normally don't embrace children.
It was not my decision to do so.
I don't know her whereabouts. I really don't.
I see. Give me a manipulation subterfuge roll.
Sure, I'm spending a point of willpower.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oof.
Specialties?
No, I don't think so.
Ooh.
give me a perception empathy roll.
Okay.
Spend a willpower on this because it's his life!
Uh, does Auspex help?
If you have it running.
I mean, I always do when I come here, especially now that that beast is after us.
So yeah, it's -1. He just realized that you know something and is trying to hide that he's realized it.
How to deal with this in a fashion that's not gonna get him killed?
about the confidence there. Like, I'm not in any danger. You're trapped in here with me.
I mean, it wasn't about that. So what's an suitably innocent piece of info that makes it seem like it was what I was being silent about, huh?
Demon celestial name.
Oh.
Listen, you could torch him and eat him. It leaves no trace, and you might even go down in generation.
Other than diablerie.
Shh, Keegan.
Clearly, clearly Solomon has hidden diablerie, and he doesn't.
Yeah, from my sire, right?
So I'm gonna say that this is a tense enough situation that time is passing in slow motion and there's just this awkward silence growing between you two ever so slowly.
Sure, I might have some insight on the situation. Like, I am aware that the other Nosferatu in my daughter's coterie helped her.
Oh.
What was the name again?
So, Elena, or can't remember.
I will let you roll a manipulation expression to try and deflect his suspicions back towards Emily.
Okay, we'll spend another point of willpower.
And he will need to make a fresh roll to see how well he is picking up on what is happening.
And let's see, manipulation expression. That's 4 from me.
Okay, then you beat him, barely. Right. Alright. You see him hesitate for a moment as if he's contemplating asking something else. But then he chooses not to. Just nods and says, Alright. Thank you for your time. I won't bother you with this again. Turns to walk out.
Have a pleasant night.
Doesn't say anything else. You can see the tension in his shoulders, almost as if he's expecting to be jumped. So,
Okay, we'll move to see about finding the others.
It takes you a little while, but you have auspex and you can hear conversation and the sound of occupancy. Let's. So, you find Josh. He seems to be functional, but he's smoking something. And A little bit after that, you find two bodyguards guarding like one of the boiler rooms.
Oh, that's gotta be where at least Kirk is then.
They just nod at you as you come down the stairs. They're right in there, sir.
I nod back.
So Solomon comes in.
Evening.
Evening. Well, I speak of the devil. I was
So,
just going to go up looking for you.
I see.
Have you heard anything about Isaac?
No, not. I don't think so.
Thought he'd at least sent a message or something.
maybe he's just
Probably
running like
busy, though.
Tasha's not here either.
And yeah, you heard about Tasha, by the way?
Haven't heard anything specific from her.
Okay, well, hopefully they both arrive soon.
You're
Then
gonna
we can head
get
out for
at
the...
this point a message in the group chat from Isaac. It says, Sheldon ran into a hunter. We'll be teaching him how to be safer.
Well, that explains that. So I guess we shouldn't be expecting anything from him tonight. But I do still think we should head out to the bar as I talked with Bill here. It's our best shot at finding the Tulane.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Dasha sends 2 minutes after that. Oh shit, I totally forgot. Busy, running late, be there in an hour.
I guess we have an hour to kill.
I mean, we can just meet her at the bar.
Yeah, that sounds like a better idea.
Good to me.
Okay, so send a message and head to the bar.
Yep.
Okay, then you drive on to the bar. No, that's the wrong thing. Okay, so bar is... It doesn't look like much from the outside. Once you get there, it... Inside, the front door is... it's springtime and it's warm enough so the front door is open. Do you want to stop immediately? Do you want to do a drive-by? How cautiously do you approach the place?
Solomon, you can see auras, right?
Yes, somewhat.
Can we see inside the bar right now? Like, there is large windows where people are seated and could park outside.
There are windows, but they're kind of dirty. They're not that large, and there do seem to be curtains or drapes of some kind. So, generally, your best angle to get a glimpse inside is through the open door.
Okay. We probably shouldn't all head in at the same time.
Yes, one at a
Especially-
time. That's the way to do this.
No, I was thinking me and Solomon go in and Bill stays here by the car.
You could do that if you want to come back to a demolished car and demolish Bill.
I think Bill can handle himself.
He just wants to see her coming. But yeah, I can handle myself.
That's really blurry for a picture. Maybe I won't use this one. Okay, that's a bit too posh, but it'll have to do. Okay, so you want to stop nearby and send a couple of people to do the thing.
Yes.
Alright, and Solomon has the glasses on him.
Yep.
They still have the charges, right?
Yes.
That's the wrong page to fuck with. Excuse me while I fiddle with the things. There we go. That's a picture
Okay.
to look at.
I approve. Dumb question. Can I have a pair of sunglasses?
You can have a pair of sunglasses.
Alright, I'm gonna activate my night vision and wear the glasses in the car. Just keep a look.
Okay, so heat vision. Excellent.
Is it heat vision? I thought it was just lets you see in the dark.
I think the vampire sees perfectly well in pitch darkness, not requiring a light source to notice details, even in the darkest basement or cave. Yes, this... Like, you being able to see into the infrared is probably the easiest explanation for this power, but it's not outright stated.
Alright.
So you probably do see a sort of heat haze around people or cars that have been on recently, etc. And Chucklor, are the bodyguards staying in the car?
Yes.
Okay. Then you may proceed inside. And one of you needs to make me a luck roll.
Solomon, do it.
If you insist.
Okay. So, you walk in. Couple of heads turn towards you. Solomon less so, but Kirk definitely stands out a little bit. Most of the people here have, some of them are dressed up, but none of them are really on the level of wearing suits. Occupancy is... There's maybe 10-12 people here with the bartender, so it's not like rush hour, but it's, not dead either. You can make a perception alertness rolls, the both of you if you wish.
Let's see. How loud is it inside?
Not very. There's something like probably country music playing, and there's a game on a TV. So there's a good background hum, especially with some conversations, but it's not by any stretch overwhelming.
Okay, then I can keep heightened senses on for now.
Yeah, you can. Okay. Now looking around, doesn't seem like she's here, but in the vision from the old man, where did I say that she was wearing a uniform at the time?
Yeah, she was wearing a uniform. He
You...
recognized it as a uniform.
Yes, in that case you see a man sitting by himself by a table, slowly working through a beer, who's wearing a similar uniform. Other than that, there's like one of the local cops here and other assorted local gentlemen.
Okay, that's... I could go Aura's side just to make sure we are with humans.
Yeah, the bartender meanwhile has noticed you and kind of gives you that, yeah, what you want nod without saying anything.
Oh, I mean, what do you want, Kirk?
I mean, I think we could just sit down at the bar and like order something, even if we don't drink it.
Yeah, okay.
What would the role be to pretend to be sipping a drink, like wit, stealth, or manipulation, expression, or what?
I think wits or dex stealth is appropriate.
Okay, that should be fine for me.
Yeah, I'm bluffing my dexterity by 1.
Oh, by the way, should we have reduced our blood pool by 1?
Yes, for waking. If you hadn't already last session.
I did already.
Same.
I think I did then. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So, walk up to the bar. What do you order?
I'll order a shot of whiskey.
Same.
Okay. Bartender pours you your drinks. So, you guys here on vacation?
Honeymoon.
We're on honeymoon. Okay, roll for initiative.
Oh god.
Right, Texas.
Work related, sorry.
Right. Oh. Oh shit, right. Listen, these are on the house. You catch those fucking bastards that set that thing loose.
Yeah, well. I will.
Am I missing something?
We basically pretended to be FBI.
Yeah, pretty much. Just look at Kirk's token. Tell me he doesn't look like a cop or a lawyer.
I mean, I just assume sometimes we don't exactly look like our pictures all the time.
No,
Or do
no,
we?
not all the time, but Kirk has stated multiple times that he does regularly wear a suit.
Yep, it's my thing.
So in his situation, it's, yeah, kind of a thing. Okay. He kind of leans in. Listen, guys, it's, you know, this is kind of like a tourist location. There's summer's coming up, a lot of people should be visiting the beach. Like, it's fucking over the whole town. Just seriously, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Like, should I even ask him?
You can ask if he's seen the description of that woman.
I mean, I
You
guess.
know somewhat what she looks like, right? Or a good description because of Niaxi there.
Do we have a good description?
Solomon does.
Describe her. And I mean, we can pretend she's like a witness you want to talk to or something.
Yeah. Well, my friend Solomon here had a description of a witness. We thought we'd check it up here. I heard she had frequented the bar here.
Okay, sure. Okay, sec. He goes away, starts pouring another beer for a dude that, there's a slight but visible sway to his, ability to sit on a stool by this point. So yeah, just give me a description. I'll let you know if it's someone I recognize.
Okay, I mean, I guess. See some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember something aside from her being blonde and wearing a uniform.
You can give me an intelligence expression roll to
Yeah, okay, I will do that.
recall a detailed expression. Okay. Yeah, there's about 2 or 3 people looking at you besides the bartender when you're done describing her. Yeah, you sure about that? I mean, that
Yeah.
sounds like Marcella, but I'm sure she would have just gone to the cops if she had seen something.
Oh no. You've entered her lair.
It's
Oh, I
actually
mean,
a freehold of the worst kind.
Oof.
it might not been. It might have been something subtle. It was another witness that gave us the description. She might not even have realized that it might have been important to the investigations.
Happens all the time.
Okay, I need to roll for her. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Well, if you guys stick around, she usually comes in about this time. Uh, she might show up tonight. You can talk to her.
Oh, that's good news. Finally, some good news. Uh, any of our friends here that we could talk to about everything?
Well, see that guy in the corner? Uh, he knows her. It's kind of gestures towards the other dude in the uniform. But, I don't know, they used to be pretty close, but I haven't seen them, you know. I don't know, I think they had a falling out or something.
Well, it's worth trying at least. Thank you for the information. It's always good to know when a citizen. Uh, w- uh, um, it's always good to see a citizen that works with the government.
Okay. Well, you guys have a good one. Let me know if I can help with anything else.
We'll be sure to tell you.
I'll want those wits or tech stealth ones to not be suspicious with your drinks.
Okay.
Difficulty?
Difficulty is just a straight 6. They're not suspicious of you.
Oof.
Success is a success.
Booyah!
Okay.
Changes in strategy in the case that applies for wits.
It would. Okay. Keegan, outside.
Yes.
Give me a perception alertness roll at 5.
Alright. Oh, baby.
Okay. So, you actually see, for a brief moment, a crow or raven on a rooftop, sort of looking around. And give me a wit stealth to see if you've positioned yourself well enough to avoid notice.
Alright, with stealth,
Yep.
I will spend a willpower.
Okay. Okay. After you notice it, it seems to be satisfied with what it's seen or not seen, and you actually see it lie down into one of the side streets. And Marcella, just casual as you would please, is coming towards the bar.
I'm just gonna send a text to our group text, the current one, three of us. I noticed it's her then, right?
It matches the description. She's wearing the uniform, and the raven kind of gave it away, so you're 95% sure.
I'm just gonna text, she's coming in.
Okay. So you have finished talking with the bartender and somehow managed to make it look like you've dealt with some of your drinks. So, you are gonna speak with the dude in the uniform next, right?
Yep.
Hey, you're heading over to him when both your phones buzz and you get the message from Bill. She's coming in. You don't know how much time you have, but it's probably a pretty short time period, because Bill was right out front watching the entrance.
Yeah, what to do?
I mean,
Draw weapons and prepare to attack.
No,
yeah,
I don't think she will attack us either as long as we're in here.
it would be a bad idea. So I think we should probably just head over casually to talk to the guy.
Okay, if we can get a full name, that's something already.
Unleash his pyretic sword dragon's ire in here. Kill everything living in this room except me.
We aren't.
Yes,
among
well,
living.
she doesn't know that. She failed every roll to realize. Every single one.
But this is good news.
Well, yeah, but explaining a dozen corpses to the prince might be difficult. Or the mortal authorities.
Bar. Well, it was a gas leak. Someone was lighting a cigarette in the bar against regulation.
Yep.
Just bar
These
fight,
accidents
yo.
happen.
Okay. You casually sit down next to the dude. He looks up. Who would like to make up a name for this guy?
Charlie.
Sure, Charlie, sounds good.
Charles in charge.
He just kind of frowns at you. Guys, there's an empty table right there.
Uh, we're here to talk to you about a friend of yours, Marcella.
Yeah, what about her?
Uh, we're working with the government. We're trying to figure out who's behind the or what is behind the killings, and we believe your friend has been a witness, even if she doesn't know it yet.
Okay, at this point she's gonna walk in through the door. I want with stealth from both of you to essentially try and conceal your presence, make sure she doesn't recognize you.
Okay, let's see how many dice is that. 4. Willpower or not? No, let's not.
Okay. She walks in, goes up to the bar. You see her do a double take when she glances in your direction, and then she just casually walks over to your table. So, Charlie made some new friends.
Oh, Marcella?
Yes, yes. Charlie just throws her the dirtiest look. Oh, Charlie, don't be salty. Just gives her the finger.
Oof.
Just kind of slurring his words a little bit. Marcella, fuck you. Gets up and sort of starts moving towards the bar with his drink. Slides into the vacated seat. So this is kind of awkward. Why the fuck are you here?
I look over at Solomon a bit. I think we both know who we are, don't we?
Alright. How about this? You go back to your chantry and convince your superiors that it's not in their best interest to fuck with me. And, well, I have access to a lot of magic. Which means that she's actually gonna pull up what look like shiny rocks, and you, Solomon, can see that they're charged with glamour, and place them on the table. And maybe we can agree to a regular payment of some kind for you to ignore what I'm doing. She's trying to bribe you.
Yeah, I got that one.
This would effectively be a quintessence. Or glamour, or whatever you might want to call it. Trapped in solid form, ready to be used, or stored for a rainy day.
I'll take an interested look at it to bridge the silence.
Yeah, you can make me an intelligence occult roll. Actually.
Difficulty?
Gonna call it a 7. Yeah, you know what this is. Usually it would be mages that use energy in this form. Vampires usually use their own blood. But this can still make certain rituals easier if you have it, as in lower the difficulty, or be used to fuel them instead of blood. And there's probably some rituals which are almost impossible without access to, raw living magic. So while this is not earth-shatteringly important, this is not necessarily a worthy offering depending on the amounts being talked about.
Oof.
Why don't you guys just tell me what I did that upset you or got in your way. We can see if we can resolve this.
How to put this?
You're an abomination in the eyes of God. God, die.
The Eyes of Gaia.
Eyes of God.
Do we know how seriously other supernaturals take the Masquerade? Or whatever they may call it?
Not necessarily without a role. You can guess that they give it at least some credence, but the way she's treating it, it looks like she doesn't think you're necessarily vampires, or she might not know, and she seems to think that this is something that can be negotiated away, obviously.
Can it actually be negotiated away?
But as long as obvious masquerade breaches continue, probably not. Not as far as the prince is concerned.
Yeah, I thought so.
Doesn't mean you can't try and take a bribe and just let her move away, for example. Let me just... put her token out. So, Keegan, it's been an awkward 4 or 5 minutes. There have not been any fires started or gunshots or sounds of fighting that you can pick up. Also no message from the people inside.
Alright, well, that's not bad news. What I'm thinking right now is if I should just go in with one of the guards and just sit farther away, or if that would be better or not. Just pretend that me and him are out to drink. I don't know
You
if I should do
could.
that or not, though.
That's up to you. It would put you closer to interfere if things go badly. That would probably be a performance role, though.
Be right back.
To try and pretend to just be on a night out.
Oh yeah, how long is it actually until Tasha arrives? Was like an hour when we left our haven.
So yeah, she's gonna be probably another 50, 45 minutes behind you, if that is actually an hour and not a very rough estimate.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, if this turns into a fight, she's probably too far to help you. Unless you can get...
hopefully it doesn't.
Unless you can get an hour somewhere. So, Keegan, you gonna go in or are you gonna chill outside for the moment?
I'm gonna wait one more minute outside, and then I'm probably gonna go in with one of the guards. And then I'll tell the other one to stay in the car and keep a lookout.
Okay. Give me a manipulation performance roll then for when you do that.
Alright.
And I will roll for her to contest this, but it's gonna be at a hard difficulty because she's distracted and focusing on them.
Wanted it to be also a higher difficulty because when I was outside, she didn't notice me.
Yeah, but she might have seen you before while tracking your group, and that's the real determining factor.
Alright, I'm gonna spend willpower.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
A 6. This is contested.
Spence Bullpower.
Yeah, no, you walk in, sit at one of the tables, and casually have a drink with your good buddy, the bodyguard.
Good buddy, the bodyguard.
Hey, find your own stool. There
I thought we were friends.
Just gonna make small talk with him.
Mm-hmm. Or fake. Having small talk. At one point you realize that he's... How briefed are they, Jackalor?
Jacklo said be right back a bit ago.
Okay. So, Solomon.
I would have explained a little bit of what was going on
So,
while we were in the car.
yeah, in that case, he probably has a gun drawn under the table.
Oof, so like in Star Wars.
I mean, his bloodbound master might be in danger. He's ready to go.
Yeah, that's actually understandable. Oh yeah, her question was what again? What upset us about
Yeah.
her activity?
Yeah, what pissed you off enough to come after her anyway? And, maybe we can discuss and change her ways to not get in your way.
You have been drawing a lot of attention, huh?
Ah. And you have some kind of project going on in this town that I've disrupted?
So to say, our higher ups value secrecy at the moment.
Okay. Okay. How can I help with that?
How can she help with that? Well, your activities have been drawing a lot of attention as far as we are aware.
Ah.
Fortunately, primarily of the mundane kind, at least for now.
Is the problem that I'm on the news? Or is it more a problem of how I do what I do?
I mean, I guess pragmatically speaking, it's
I'm
more
back.
the news thing, isn't it?
Kind
welcome back,
of
Chico.
like the really, really fucked up part is that it looks like a weird killing that doesn't make sense in the mortal frame of reference. That's really what it's, what's fucking with the Masquerade. If it was just a mortal serial killer, it might be okay.
Okay.
But that's kind of more the princess call, if you get right down to it,
Yeah. Oh, so Chaklo, we have been discussing with her, you and I. And Keegan came in and pretended to be a normal person with like one of your bodyguards.
Bill comes in at about this point in the conversation, actually, because he was going to
Okay.
wait another minute. Keegan, you can give me a perception alert to see how well you're managing to overhear what they're talking about.
Alright.
Okay, you catch maybe every second word. It's enough to get the rough gist. They seem to be negotiating at the moment.
Yeah, we were negotiating, I guess, about the degree of attention she's drawing. That's more or less the prince's call with it.
You say that out loud?
No, I don't say that out loud. I was just thinking how to.
You might be able to get rid of her without necessarily having a big fight.
Yeah.
I mean, if dominate works.
I mean, if she would cooperate and not preach the Masquerade, that would also work. I mean, at least to my low humanity self.
Obviously, this is a very awkward situation.
I guess the fact that there have been killings alone are the lesser problem in this mix, but the style that makes it immediately obvious that something is up makes it draw much more potentially much more dangerous attention.
Okay. If you could be more specific on what I'm supposed to avoid, maybe I can adjust how I do things.
Okay, let's see. And we know how it works, right? We sort of researched it extensively.
What she's doing?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, she seems to be drawing power from terror.
But it's only about the victims, right?
You don't know. It might not be something that she can directly feed on if a whole town is terrified, but she might be able to direct it as a ongoing ritual kind of thing. Otherwise, why take the risk of people, knowing that something happened other than, someone just going missing?
Yeah, okay. Well, we realized that the fear and threat are an essential element. How important is the public component?
She just shrugs. It's something I might be willing to give up. Your your friend with the cold iron claws, there is certainly such a reason.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay. So, how about how about this? We agree upon a sum of certain amount of dross that I pay you for the trouble I've caused, and I don't make it look like an animal attack anymore. Maybe people just go missing, and I chase them in the woods far away from prying eyes. And we just resolve this without further bloodshed.
I look over to Kirk.
Well, activating Dominate too, once we get her attention. We should probably you should head out with us into the alley next door in case something happens.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it.
Couldn't you at least have texted someone, like, for an actual proposal? Instead of dominating.
Manipulation leadership, 6 dice. I'll spend a point of willpower on this difficulty. 6, I presume.
That should be like that. Roll at 6, but no, it's gonna be higher than that.
Oof. That's please. This
Okay.
with 1 willpower.
She nods and gets up. Yes, this is certainly something we should not be discussing in mortal earshot. She heads towards the door.
While she isn't looking at me, I'm going to text to Bill.
I'm
Bring it back.
sitting a couple seats away from you. I can see what's
Oh.
going on.
Oh, but well,
You glance
don't
around
actually
as
know
you are
that.
texting and you realize Bill is right there looking at you.
well. Anyway, I try to whisper to him. Get.
You don't need to whisper me. I can see that you're heading out. I'm
Oh,
following right behind you.
okay.
Like, I'm not dumb. I'm not that dumb.
I'm going to offer my hand to, like, hold out my hand towards Solomon real quick. You know, when she can't see.
Okay, I
Okay.
want all of you to roll perception alertness at 7.
Nope.
Okay. You see her left hand moving in front of her body as she's walking.
She's about to teleport.
Goes out on the street, out of direct line of sight.
Well, the guard would be looking. And
The guard would be looking, yes. What do you wish to do?
I think we should head out, and I really want to get that cold iron dagger.
The cold iron dagger is broken.
Yeah.
Wait, it's broken?
Tasha broke it on Arun's face.
Fuck! They don't know that. I thought we had it.
Egan just
think
has multiple sets of...
I have cold iron knuckles and cold iron
It's good enough.
blades.
Well, I guess we're heading out.
Okay.
Only to find out she's already gone.
How quickly are you moving out into the street? Well-
Trying to move pretty quickly.
Okay.
Every-
Wouldn't you guys go out with her while I was behind you guys? Like,
They
that's the
would
whole...
have, but she started walking and they started, being confuzzled, so they're a few seconds behind.
Jack Clark, what, you planned this and then you get confuzzled? Really?
I mean, it's your fault for distracting him with, hey, I'm right here in this bar, Chekalor. This were to me instead of sending an SMS. But yeah,
don't
just
understand.
follow her and shut the fuck up.
Okay, everyone, give me a Dex Athletics roll. That would have been taken down.
Can I buff my dex by 1?
Sure. but just by one. You have one turn for buffings.
Fucking hell.
She's moving, so Keegan, you are moving the fastest of the group, and you just see her the moment she finishes her gesture, just break into a dead run for the alley she was told to go to. And as she's turning into it, you see her body start to fade and sort of drag inwards, compressing to a point.
Can I use celerity to tackle her before she gets into that point?
You can try. I'll let you try. Give me a strength brawl roll to grapple, I assume.
So I use a. How much celerity did I use to catch up to?
Just one is enough.
All right. Strength brawl.
Yes.
Do you have blood points to activate potence?
I spent it on celerity, Jackler.
Okay, I wasn't sure what your generation was.
His generation, I want to eat Isaac.
Oh,
Okay.
I have never lets go for strikes.
Okay, so you try to tackle her to the ground. Go ahead and give me a strength +1 for damage. Because she's gonna end up skidding with her face kind of across the pavement. So you get...
Strength +1.
yes, potence adds to this.
+1 is just extra dice, right?
Yeah, it's an extra dice for the speed you're both moving, essentially. Wow.
Gotta love those ones.
So you two rush outside, and by the time you're there, you see that Bill is clutching at the pavement. There's no one there anymore. Essentially, the teleport still goes off. You had a chance to deal some damage before she got out.
I need to damage her?
No, you had a chance to do damage. Once it's cast, Flicker Flash works on a timer, and it kicks off after a certain number of turns based on how many successes she gets. It's a level 5 power, it's not that easy to block. Maybe if you had jammed a cold iron dagger to anchor her through her, that might have given you a willpower roll to keep her trapped. For sheer creativity, but just grabbing her with your hands, it's not gonna be like Sly trying to phase out. This is proper high-end magic.
Do we have illuminate? Well, no, it wouldn't work.
yeah, she doesn't. She didn't walk away, so it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
But yes, we have it.
Okay, so you're outside on the street, and the second bodyguard, eyes as wide as saucers in the car, just leaning over and looking out through the windshield like his world just got rocked.
Oh shit!
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, I dropped the ball on that one. I just ugh.
She wanted to negotiate. What were you thinking?
She's a monster. We can't negotiate with her.
You can negotiate with anyone. Jesus Christ.
So she can kill more people when we aren't looking.
Okay.
We needed more time. What were you thinking about doing in the alley?
Kill her? Should I roll Mintical?
You're busy, yes, talking with
Yeah.
Bill.
I will rush back in and grab the stuff from the table.
Okay, you can add 3 units of dross to your inventory. Congratulations, you have bottled magic.
Oh, what now?
We don't have her name at least, so we should be able to find her location or where her home is. But she probably expects that.
You have a
Should-
first name, you could ask the bartender or someone in there about her last name.
You have
Yeah, that's-
friend or the bartender. You can just dominate the name out of there.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay,
Did the dominate actually work?
it did.
Yeah, I did. That's why she actually went to the alley.
Oh
just
fuck,
that
I'm
she
gonna
realized
teleport.
this-
I have to run or I won't make it to the alley.
Yep. Otherwise, she might have had to run all the way back to the alley from the teleport after teleporting.
By the way, that was a difficulty 9 Jackalor. Because, funnily enough, her nature would interfere with doing suicidal shit like that.
So I get 3 successes. That's
She
pretty good still.
misunderstood.
I think you got 2.
I had spent willpower.
Then yeah, definitely. Okay. So, Jackalor, I assume you go back inside to get her last name?
Yes, I do.
Bartender is kind of... A lot of people are actually giving you weird looks like... Bartender asks, so what the fuck just happened? FBI, everyone freeze!
Turns out she's a bit more than just a witness.
What, really?
Well, we'll see about that. We need her last name, and I'm going to dominate too. You should really give it to me.
Okay, roll for it. Difficulty 3. Okay, she's apparently Marcela Romero.
Of course, Romero. Uh,
No,
Thank
Romero
you.
without the second R. There we go. I'll make
Oh,
her
Romero?
visible. I'll make her visible.
okay.
Weird fucking last names. God damn it, America.
Romeo.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, okay.
One of the other patrons is gonna kind of pipe up. Dude, you have to have got it wrong. Marcela's here every evening.
Well, we have a someone to catch.
Okay. Walk out.
Yeah.
The bar is discussing among themselves now. You certainly liven things up.
For better or for worse. Probably for worse.
Bill, Solomon, while he's inside, you see Curtis walking down the street. And you
This-
just see his, you just see the, oh, fuck, kind of look to a side street, see if he can turn off, realize he's been seen, and just resignedly walk towards you. So, what the fuck do you want now?
Oh, we aren't here for you.
Yeah, how's the tiger thing going?
Well, we just fucked that up.
There's been some progress.
Right, well, listen guys, if you want my help, it's gonna have to be the next few nights. I'm supposed to, go back and, like, join a coterie. So, I guess I'll see you in Houston.
Do we need his help?
I know, do you? He can do animal stuff, supposedly.
Clearly, this is going to work on her.
I mean, we know what the perpetrator looks like.
Well, good for you. Good luck.
Try to not fuck up in
Yeah, you
Houston.
too. Listen, guys, I'm gonna leave you to it. I have a date with some sweet waves on the beach. Have fun. I don't want to get involved in this if I don't have to. See you later. Just gonna keep walking. And Kirk returns, just in time to see Curtis walking past him.
Well, I've got her last name. It's Romeo.
Exotic.
Yeah, sounds Italian. Well, it does. Well, we need. Do you know how to find that stuff on the internet or something? I think you do.
I might have it on the computer, let me check. Yeah, I do, I have it on the computer.
Yeah, that's enough to find her Facebook profile if she has one, her Twitter, etc. But essentially, what you can do is track her public social media presence.
I mean, most people have their apartment on their Facebook, right?
I don't.
Yeah, you're not a normal person, though. You're too educated on this stuff.
Okay. If you want to look into that, you can make me intelligence computers roll.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. The intelligence computers. 6 dice. F.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to find her Facebook and Twitter, but most of the stuff there, pretty much all posts are at least 8 or 9 months old. And then it's stuff like, the Coast Guard annual fundraiser for kids with cancer and crap like that.
Whoosh.
It's mostly work stuff and a few posts about how proud she is to, be in the Guard. A couple more about, how enthusiastic she is about healthy living. And like 1 or 2 pictures with her smiling, holding a big gun of some kind. As you might expect from a Texan. But nothing that really stands out beyond that.
Let's see. Does anyone of us have a contact or something that would be useful for this?
I maybe could roll my contacts rating.
I have a bunch of context I can ask.
Well, I do have the info. Well, I do have a contact that leads to a techie guy, so I could just call upon him again and then have him find her address or something, dox her or something.
If you're willing to spend some money on this, yeah, you could track her address.
I mean, if nobody has any ideas, I think I'll have to call that.
It kind of depends on how they were positioned, Keegan, in regards to that. Just it
All right.
it
So
made
what are we
sense in
rolling
my
for
head.
context?
Well, you know the Jackalor has one, but that one's probably gonna be upwards of 1K, because it might involve hacking into stuff. You actually have a friend, like if she is in the Coast Guard, either or was, she's probably in the records somewhere. So you could ask Frank, actually, Keegan.
She has a license and she's a citizen of the state.
I mean, as far as you know, she was in the Coast Guard. And her social media tends to confirm that, so she was in a government service. She's bound in a database somewhere. And a detective may well have access to that. At least enough to get her address.
Should I ask?
I mean, sure.
All right,
If
I'm
we
gonna
don't
call
want to
Frank.
spend money on this or something.
Okay.
I'm
He's gonna pick up pretty much immediately. Okay, Bill.
a favor.
Yep, listen, I like the funeral thing. Like, I don't remember if I called you or not. So here's the thing. Like, I'm pretty sure they buried an empty casket. I think they might have grabbed your brother. So keep a lookout for him,
I
okay?
shouldn't be telling you this over the phone, but he's not dead. They faked his death.
I fucking knew it!
I was gonna tell you earlier, but I didn't have the time.
Wait, you knew? I spent the last week. Damn it, Bill!
Should have told you earlier. That's my bad.
Okay, how can I help you? What do you need?
I need you to look up somebody who's in the Coast Guard. I give him the. Can you do this?
Okay, hold on. You hear typing. Okay, right, yeah, apparently she quit about 8 months ago. The record says that she alleged sexual assault and sexual harassment. Like the Coast Guard, I think they just settled out of it. Gave her like a, you know, it's yeah. What do you need about her? I have it here.
I have it on speaker, so I look at the other two. What do we need? We're outside in the alley or something.
Yeah, sure.
You two are the experts. What do we need on her?
Her dress, her any other, well, any addresses really. Uh, what else?
Okay.
Car registration.
Okay.
Probably. I don't know anything else, honestly.
Okay, give me a second. I have her address. I have a phone number for a aunt that apparently lives in the area. She's her emergency contact. Car. Let's see, I can give you the number plate. Right. Don't. There's like a parking ticket from 6 months back, but that's about it. I don't see any particular, bullshit in the system. It looks like it's. Alright, her home address, let's see. Yeah, and he rattles it off. It looks like she has an apartment in town. Okay,
Okay.
anything else you need? Let's see. I mean, this is Texas, I probably don't need to warn you, but there's like a registration for a sidearm and a hunting rifle. So if you're gonna do anything, What is this about? Is she dangerous somehow?
Very.
Right. Do I need to know?
Serial killer.
Right. You boys want a couple of units as backup?
No, preferred not. It could. Mortals shouldn't say this.
Right. Then I know nothing about this. And let's see. Yeah, it looks like they gave her essentially a very, very early retirement as part of her severance package. She probably won't have to work for several years. Yeah, apparently it was a big scandal or something, but doesn't matter right now. You think she's still there?
Other character? What did you mean still where?
Like in her apartment. Just
no, she likely left already. But
you know what, guys? Just be careful.
Yes, we will be. Thank you for your help.
Do you have anything you want to ask, Solomon?
I mean, you got her address, right?
Yeah,
and her aunt's address.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna stay in the office for another hour. I need to process about Keith being alive-ish anyway. I'll call you back if I find anything else. I'm gonna see if there's anything I can dig up.
About Keith or her?
No, about this serial killer bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'll pay you back later, thanks.
Okay, and that's his work for the next hour. So yes, you have an apartment in town that you can check.
I mean, if I was her, I would probably be packing right now. So we should probably head over there, and she probably has already left by the time we arrive, but we could We would have it would have been useful to
Drive
have
there
his
pretty fast.
if he had any animals to look for the number plate.
Your animals are unlikely to recognize a long string of numbers
Fair
and
enough,
letters.
I mean, should have asked that from Frank.
Yeah, but if he's putting out a alert to look for her car, it's in the system and it's a pain in the ass. And
Yeah, it'd be a bad thing. Very Masquerade breachy.
I mean, yeah, we can check the apartment, I guess.
I'd say we split up, but we don't have enough cold iron for that.
okay, so Keegan, I think you had two sets of gloves, one of them being more unwieldy than the other.
I have one set of cold iron, one set of lethal, just regular lethal, and then I have the cold iron knuckles that just do bash.
Yeah, and the cold iron bladed ones were just. They were ones that were likely to break if you use them more than a few times.
They had two uses. I have one use left, apparently.
Yeah, that's. That might be just enough with your damage rolls. Alright,
Punches 0 does 0 damage.
that
I
would
mean, you can
suck.
always activate potence.
Okay,
Botch.
so I'm assuming the plan here is to rush towards the apartment and hope you're quick enough.
If I do a dex drive roll to get there faster, or
It's a small town. You can definitely do that. The streets are pretty empty. It's not that early. You can definitely try and make some speed, and it's a small town.
let's rev up the night.
Okay,
I don't know why.
so how high difficulty do you want to roll at?
7.
Yeah, 7's reasonable.
Okay, roll for it then.
Alright, I will spend 1 blood for dex.
Oh, by the way, do my and Nia's dex buffs go away? I assume so.
On Let's say they're still active because in real time this is not that long. You spent what, maybe 5-10 minutes, let's say 10 minutes, getting the info from Frank and cleaning up in here.
Okay, I will buff some more, I think, just in case I have to survive something.
Sure, I'll buff my dex by 1 and my stamina by 1.
Same.
Okay,
5 successes.
you pull up with a screech next to the building. There's a light up at third floor where you think her apartment would be.
So we got there in good time?
Very good time.
I guess we're heading up there. Well, Bill, can you climb up and jump through the window or something? Would that be faster?
There are the occasional pedestrians out still. It's not quite midnight. You can just run up the side of the building with your stats, but that doesn't make it a good idea.
Would it be more believable if I jump from building to, wall leapt? Like one of those parkour dudes?
Like, those Chinese or Japanese movies.
Or the building's
run
not that close?
Oh, I was thinking Super Mario or something.
You can try, but that might involve a luck roll to see if someone sees and gets weirded out.
Okay, let's just go through the front door.
Okay,
It's
front
locked.
door. Let's see. It's a shitty town, so there is a code lock.
Could I break through with my strength?
That would likely put an alarm off.
Yeah, you could make a strength check and try and just break it open.
What kind of lock is it for the code?
You said code lock. Oh.
Yeah, it's. Let's see. I mean, this is America and it's 2012-ish, so it's probably a electronic one.
I have technology with security. I just don't have many dice.
Yeah, you can try and get it to release. Go ahead and make me a dexterity tech check at, let's call it a 7, because you probably don't have all of the tools you might need and have to improvise some things.
Dex, so does that include celerity?
Yes, it does.
Alright, that's 4.
You might want to spend
8,
willpower on this
9.
one.
I mean, he has like 8 dice or something.
I have 4
Yeah,
Dex,
but
3
like-
celerity, and 2 technology.
Still, I'd
9
rather
dice.
not.
And
I mean,
roll.
you believe you can do it. Just roll it.
Difficulty of 7?
Yep.
I do
Oh,
have
security.
Yes, security would apply. It takes him a little bit, but the door releases. Without any obvious signs of break-in, he short circuits the wires going to the actual locking mechanism, and they release.
Rush upstairs, I guess.
Okay, you're rushing up the stairs.
Should we be stealthy or fast?
Too late, Draclord's already running.
Did Jackler want my knuckles, or...
Yes, I do.
Okay, I would have given those to him beforehand. I'll have the cold iron blades.
I'm gonna say that you have to take a second to hand those over now, because...
Well, then he's not rushing though.
Yeah. Jacklor, do you want to wait and grab the cold iron stuff from Bill?
I have to grab the cold iron stuff, otherwise we can't kill her.
Okay.
I mean,
She can still die, she would just reincarnate somewhere else.
you could just shoot her and then I'll finish her off with the cold iron.
The bodyguards just ask, orders, boss?
Don't shoot unless you absolutely have to. We don't want to draw attention to us.
We coming with you or staying here?
Stay here, in case she tries to escape.
Got
He's
it.
probably gonna teleport, you know.
Okay, after I hand them to him, I'm gonna rush up.
Okay. You're rushing up.
I guess we all have to.
Okay. So... let's see. Bill is probably up ahead by a full flight of stairs by the time you reach the top. Given his immense speed.
I'm gonna throw a knife on the way up.
Okay. Okay. You are in the hallway. The apartment is up ahead. And at this point, I think we go into initiative.
That's my favorite draw. Yes, as expected.
I rolled better, so she has the initiative on me.
Again.
1 second.
Believe in the heart of the dice.
The extra blood buff dex doesn't affect it, right?
Yep, it
Nope.
doesn't.
Holy shit,
Okay.
you actually made it.
Oh shit, 10.
Well done.
Yeah, fighting the bar fight, I knew it.
Let me just make sure I remove the old ones. So this is the wrong one, this is the wrong one, and you can all see yours still on the list, right? And Isaac shouldn't be there. I think this is correct.
Yeah, I think we can see all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, this should be correct. And actually, I should be below her because I have one more I have worse dice pool.
Okay.
How does it work on ties?
Whoever has the better bonus goes first.
The bonus is the
Wits plus dex plus celerity, plus any other incidental bonuses.
You just have to have a higher amount.
Yes. Unless you are tied on bonuses, in which case it's a roll-off.
It's actual tie.
Yeah, then we roll 1d10 to see who goes first.
Okay.
So
let's do it like this. Okay, declarations. Solomon.
So what's the exact situation?
You are in the hallway. Bill is up ahead. You and Kirk are following him. And pretty sure. Well, you're making enough noise that there's a chance she might have heard you coming. And you need to decide what to do. The door is still closed. But
I mean, I assume someone else will open it.
okay.
Just gonna move up as far as I can, and if I get to her, I guess I will stab.
You're far enough down the hallway that if she's inside the apartment, you won't get her. But you will be close enough to try and torch her.
Oh, okay. Huh.
It's gonna. Well.
Okay, yes, I will move up, and then if I get the eye contact, like no line of sight, I mean, yeah, I will try to torch her.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, she would. She knows how dangerous you fucks are.
Only Lynn is dangerous.
I guess I'm dying.
Kirk, what do?
Run up to the door and prepare. Well, yeah, run up to the door and try. Yeah, just run up to the door, honestly.
Yeah, not gonna prepare an attack on seeing her?
Well, I can't prepare an attack because if she's inside the room, in theory I could summon tentacles, but I think I'll actually do that. Yeah, summon tentacles if I see her.
Okay. Okay, she does all of that. Invoking the weird was what, a glamour roll?
Yep, difficulty, local banality, or your own banality, creating whatever is higher. Oh, and it costs 1 glamour and 1 willpower, I think.
Yep, I'm aware of that part at least. Okay, and Bill.
So there's a door in the way. I can't do an attack on her.
God damn it. Yeah, the apartment door is still closed. What you can do is essentially smack that down and use celerity actions to try and attack.
So do I need to spend potence to take the door down, or do I need to?
It would just be like a strength check to see if you can barrel through it.
Spend
If I
on
don't-
potence in that case, honestly,
If
because
I spend on
if you
potence, I
don't,
can't use celerity actions for attacking.
yeah, but if you don't get through it, you don't get through it, and nobody can do anything.
All right, I'll spend the potence to get the door down.
Okay.
So strength roll, or
If you've spent potence, it just smashes open as you rush into the room. And you don't see her in there. You see the beast you've been hunting. So, right, she was planning to leave at least this place anyway. Yeah, she's gonna go for it. Okay. So, dragon scales doesn't matter for this. Quicksilver doesn't kick in yet. Excuse me while I count all the buffs she had prepared in advance. Let's see. So, Burning Thew. That's a strength bonus. So this is a Dex Brawl roll to hit.
Could I have had a defensive action while breaking down the door?
Breaking down the door would be the action. If you want to go with that, I will let you retcon, but that means that you have to reserve celerity for that.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Bite is a +2. And how much did she get when preparing that buff? Oh. Okay. Then plus this. Not correct. Please soak. As the tiger proceeds to try and maul Bill.
I guess the clothing's gonna break after this.
Clothing will break after this, yes. Those are big chompers on her. Actually, wait a second, bite is +2. This is the wrong amount. It should be one more extra for the attack. Same result. Okay, that's 4 lethal. Jackalor, you were gonna summon tentacles.
I was indeed.
Good luck.
7 dice at 7. Holy shit, I actually did it.
Okay. So this is where it gets fun. The difficulty on attacks against her are increased by 2. Due to another buff she triggered.
So difficulty 8.
Yes.
I mean, if you can just hold her down.
That's a botch. And miss. So 2 hits and a botch.
Okay. What do we think is a fair price for the botch?
What were you doing? Trapping or hitting?
It's hitting at the same and grappling at the same time. It's tentacles.
Oh, right. I mean, it could hit another tentacle or something.
Please don't hit me.
I mean, you would be. I have a hard time imagining the situation, so I'm not sure.
You know, we can say that it hits one of the other tentacles because it is flailing around. So roll the proper damages first. And funnily enough, she also has dragon scales running. So the difficulty of damaging her raises by 2 as well.
Kidding
Of course
me?
it does. So I do get the +1 to hit from the hit roll.
Yes, and you get the pluses from the potence as well.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. But she's grappled.
Okay.
And
Now the bot.
Yeah, roll the base damage against the tentacle that failed to hit.
And the soak is stamina, which I have actually buffed by 1.
Go ahead and roll that. Okay,
Soaks it.
never mind. It is less soaked. You done that, Solomon.
Yep.
And keep in mind, the tentacles are entangled around the tiger, so they will take some damage probably from this, and it's gonna be a fire in Bill's face.
Yeah. Is my difficulty actually also up because of the.
Technically, that's an AoE that just happens to occupy the same spot as her, so I'm gonna go with no. But it will apply to. Well, actually, no. Right, it's her that has to soak. So for the dragon scales, I'll probably lower the difficulty on soaking, but the to hit is not gonna be higher.
Okay,
Tentacles
so.
have 3 hit points, right?
What?
Tentacles have 3 hit points. I'm looking at them.
I think they have 4. So they'll last for a bit, but fire bad.
Yeah, it does aggravate it. 4 health levels, yes. It's affected by sunlight, fire and sunlight as if it was a vampire.
Yeah, I'm just thinking the fire won't harm her much. Since it's like 2 damage and she's probably gonna soak it at even lower than 5.
Yeah.
How hard is it to abort an action?
If you just want to stop and do nothing instead, I'll let you do that for free.
I mean, I can only abort in something defensive instead, but that's not necessary since I'm at the end of the turn order.
Yep. So yeah, you can just choose not to do it, I would say.
Yeah, I think it would only do damage to us.
Yeah, you are, however, close enough to essentially start stabbing her on the next turn, so declaration.
I will stab her.
Okay.
And I'm buffing my strength by 1.
Okay, Kirk.
I will go and stab her, or not stab her, punch her with my brass knuckles. Well, cold iron knuckles.
Okay.
My
And I will spend a blood point on potence.
Okay. So, she is trapped in the tentacles,
Mm-hmm.
so she can't use a bunk to make her magic more effective. On the other hand, does invoking the weird reduce difficulty?
It makes it so that your weird cantrips don't cost glamour, but
Yeah, that part I know.
I don't think it reduces difficulty though.
If a player is dissatisfied with the outcome of a roll, she can spend a point of glamour and re-roll the dice. She can only do so once for a given action, but she can take whichever result she wishes. So, her Wayfair extractions have kicked in, and I don't think Wayfair said that you couldn't, like Celerity, you could only spend them on physical stuff. Let me look it up because this matters for her combat potential a great deal. Yeah, so it doesn't specifically say. So she's just gonna be spending her actions. Actually, I need to check something because the realm is gonna matter as well. Yeah, she's gonna have to spend a point of glamour on each of these. Because, here's the fun part, she doesn't have enough actor to target you directly because she doesn't know your actual names yet.
She doesn't know you're what?
She doesn't know your names, so even though her weird stuff is for free, and she can use her extractions to spam Holy Strike, she needs to spend glamour to fake having prop 3, or not prop 3, actor 3.
Ah, okay.
So it's gonna drain her resource doing this. And let's see, well, that was an impressive destruction of the door. And Bill is already hurt. So she's essentially gonna start with Bill, and if Bill goes down, she's just gonna keep attacking the next available enemy. Actually, no, it's gonna be Bill and then Kirk. Because fuck Solomon, Solomon's probably weak.
Isn't she entangled or whatever?
She
Tentacle.
is, and that means that she can't use bunks, but changelings can use magic without the normal.
Can she actually hit me? Because I acted after her, so I wouldn't be in range probably, since she's grappled and she can't move up.
Holy Strike is a ranged attack.
Oh,
It's focus your will and blap someone.
okay.
So, yeah, she is gonna unleash changeling magics at her enemies. Bill, what do?
I'm gonna punch with potence activated.
Okay.
Not going to spend willpower to ignore wound penalties.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Okay.
Okay, first willpower goes down, then 1 blood point. Then it's Dex Brawl to hit.
Yes. Yes, it is.
That's 4, 8.
I'm
11.
just sticking down the turn counts for her buffs. There we go. Some of them don't last that long, so she might survive past them ending.
Okay, what's the difficulty to hit her?
To hit her, she's not
Yes.
being held, she's just being grappled. So it would
Alright.
be... Need to check actually for confounding coils to see if that works on cold iron attacks.
I think neither that nor Dragon Scale works in cold iron attacks.
Dragon Scale doesn't, but this does, so it's difficulty 8. Oh
Okay,
no, it
that's-
is ineffective, so yeah, it's 6.
Yeah.
Okay, difficulty 6, 11 dice.
Okay, that's a hit.
It's 2 damage that goes through. So strength plus. No, just strength.
It's +1 because they would be bashing, but they're cold iron, so.
No,
Oh, you're using the cloth, so it's definitely
Yeah.
+1.
okay, so it's 3 plus my strength. That's 7 dice, and potence is activated.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Go ahead and roll for it.
And difficulty is base 6.
Yes, it is.
It's 7 overall.
Okay. That's 7.
And my knuckles break.
Yep. They do, leaving chunks in the wounds. So, I don't think she takes her action after that. Kirk?
So since they're cold iron, these knuckles.
She's KO, right? Or
Should be incapped. So
unless she has extra health bubbles.
She isn't attacking you right now. It's Jackalor's turn.
Yeah. So the first attack would be me punching her
Yeah, go ahead.
with the cold iron knuckles. So that's difficulty 6, right?
Yep.
That hits. Should I roll damage now or?
Go ahead and roll.
Potence is activated.
Yes, potence is activated.
I think Knuckles is like +1 to bashing. So go ahead and add that.
Well, can she? Well, potence activates. That's 2 automatic damage, and that.
Yes. Go ahead and roll.
4.
Okay. Solomon, you are gonna shank a bitch.
I still have my
Yeah.
tentacles.
Go ahead and start rolling those as well, Jackalor.
oh yeah, do tentacles first. Another botch, success, another botch, another botch.
Jesus
3
Christ.
botches.
Isn't that 3 botches?
Yeah,
Yes.
3 botches.
Okay, that's 3 botches. At least one of those is going on Bill, so roll damage on Bill once.
So her buffs are still in effect, right?
I didn't buff stamina, sadly.
No, not yours. I mean the tiger's buffs.
Assume
they
that they
aren't-
are for...
Okay, because if they are not, then one of them wouldn't be a botch.
If she is currently dying, her brain activity hasn't entirely ceased, because it's been 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So damage against Bill first, I think.
Yeah, roll once.
Looks like I'm getting torped.
Holy shit!
Oof! Keegan, you need to soak. Good luck.
Jack betraying me like always.
We knew this was gonna happen.
It's statistically likely.
That's 3.
So you're in cap?
I already have 4 damage.
So yeah,
you're
you are.
incapped.
Three,
Not
three
quite
caps.
torpor.
You're not torpor.
Not in torpor, that's what matters. I'll roll against Tiger now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll at 8 because you said the buffs are still active.
Yes.
That's 1 lethal to be soaked.
I have a feeling at this point it won't matter.
And I'll roll for the damage against the other tentacles.
Don't bother.
Okay.
Solomon?
Yep. So that's 6 at 8 to hit. I miss.
Okay.
At least you didn't stab me.
So, next round rolls around. You're preparing to finish her off. Bill is healing, I assume?
Yes. I just wake up if I spend 1 blood point.
Yeah, you're still kind of groggily awake, you're just too hurt to actually act. So you can just heal. And the body... Poof. By the time it vanishes, you're pretty sure that it's in several pieces, but the remains teleport out. You don't know where.
Watch they go to her aunt's house.
No comment.
She's not dead.
You think she should be,
Uh,
but
Do I have any insight because of the glasses on that fact?
if you had Oresight running, you might have been able to tell if she actually died. But in the chaos of combat, you just saw a lot of glamour being unleashed by her. It's like looking in a kaleidoscope.
I mean, we should probably check the aunt's house just in case Masquerade breach.
Yes, all of a sudden a tiger corpse appearing in the aunt's house is kind of a masquerade
How
breach.
bad is the room? Like,
Well, you
damages and
didn't
stuff.
unleash fire and you didn't use firearms. You might want to mop up the blood because there's enough of it that it might start dripping from the apartment below's ceiling. But other than that, it's not too bad.
Can have the ghouls mop the blood, and we can go and check the aunt's house.
Jackalor, did you at one point have changeling blood?
I
That
haven't
was-
tasted changeling blood now.
That was me.
It smells really inviting.
Should we like bottle this?
It's going to waste. It's soaking into the floor.
You can have your ghouls bottle it. We have more important matters to attend to.
Fair enough. I'll grab Bill.
Don't touch me, please. I'm not happy with the tentacle hitting me again.
Sorry about that one. She was extremely hard
So,
hit.
how much do I need to heal not to be slowed?
In order essentially up to wounded to be semi-mobile. I think it's to not be slowed at all. You have to be healed to like.
Hurt.
Yeah, I think it's to hurt. Injured, you start taking maximum movement penalties.
If I spend 3 blood, I won't be hungry, right? Because the threshold is at 4.
Yes, Yeah, if you have 4 left, you're safe with your
I
self-control.
will spend 3 blood to heal 2 injured.
Okay. Bill, you look down on your glove. Several of the teeth on it have broken off, and you're pretty sure they stayed in the body. If she is still alive, and if she doesn't get immediate medical help from someone who knows what they're doing, preferably with magic involved, well, hard to tell just how toxic this shit is to her, but her chances are probably not great.
Good.
Okay, so you want to head to the aunt's house next?
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
make sure she didn't teleport there, because that would breach the Masquerade.
Okay. Well, luckily for you, Frank calls back in a bit and actually tells you where the aunt's house is, so you can go there. And a multitude of other details. Apparently, he's managed to piece together that there was a shift in her behavior about 8 or 9 months ago, and she used to be very pleasant before then, and he thinks that something went wrong in her head at that time, and she just That's when she most likely became the way she is, or couldn't hide it anymore.
Yeah, that's also I mean, yeah. I think her social media presence was also pleasant.
It was kind of someone who doesn't really get social media,
taking a
but
break?
does it as part of, their job and representing her, you know, group.
Okay,
Hello?
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It takes you a little while to get the info from Frank because he's still, looking it up. And, looking around the apartment, do you want to give me perception investigation checks?
Sure. If we have the time to spare.
You do. Tasha is also trying to catch up. She sends a message that she'll be there in like 20
Uh,
minutes, half an hour.
base difficulty is just 6?
Yes.
Oof.
Yeah, Jackalor, with your permission. I would say that you end up tasting the changeling blood as part of the investigation and not being able to stop. And you're gonna be high and get back a point of willpower and 2 blood points.
Yay! I'll be high now. Man, this is the best time I ever had.
Solomon, other than your normal discoveries, you discover that Kirk is now in the bathroom looking at the tiles, high as a kite.
Right.
Son of a bitch.
It does look like she was preparing her stuff. There's about $500 in cash in an envelope, backed away. There's her sidearm, some clothing. You find 2 plastic containers with. Solomon, do you have medicine?
I think I do, yeah.
One of them is you think a piece of human brain. The other is you think a human liver.
So she had conspicuous consumption, didn't she?
Looking around the place, I'm gonna say that you find a some kind of a talisman that has echoes of glamour that seems to be made out of a pigeon's wing.
Okay.
But that's like in her bedside table. It wasn't on her, and it. Judging from the dust in that drawer, it looks like it might have been there for a little while.
Yeah, might be a pigeon. It's kind of not very metal.
Fuck is
I will
this?
take it along regardless, and the sidearm and the money, and I guess the body parts should also not stay here.
Okay. Keegan, you were saying?
No, it's fine.
Just wondering what the fuck this is? Yeah, no, this is the lane bullshit. They're monsters. But yes, you are able to. Actually, I think Tasha is gonna arrive shortly before Frank calls you back, and she's just gonna sort of show up in the doorway. I presume you give her the address.
Definitely.
What? You get her?
Probably, yeah.
Oof. Bill, you okay?
I'll be fine.
Was it her?
It was part her, part him. I look over at him.
Changeling blood tastes like rainbows.
You shouldn't have.
He's a crackhead. What do you expect?
Yeah, well, the body
Tasha is gonna
teleported.
sort of work her mouth for a moment, then draw her gun and walk up to Kirk, putting it under his chin.
And that's the part where I just gently push it away.
The body teleported away, and it might be in her aunt's house. It could be a messy masquerade treat.
This crackhead needs to stop hitting his own team. I'll put this aside till we're done with this, but this is gonna be a conversation.
I don't think it was on purpose.
Yeah, how many times has this happened by now?
It was in the heat of the moment, Tasha. Chill the fuck out.
I'm fucking chilled.
Yeah, let's talk about it once we check the place out.
Does somebody else want to drive? Or
I can drive.
Are we trying to do it with speed? To get to the
mean-
aunt's house?
My dex is buffed, and I have 2 dots of drive. I'm okay at driving.
I only have a -1 negative.
Yeah, Frank is gonna call you about now and just give you the info and just start rattling off information. Okay, let's fucking check this place out.
Okay.
And yeah, you wish to drive at speed, Solomon?
Yeah, sure.
The aunt's house is a little distance away. It's kind of to the north, in like, let's say, Armiston. So it's a ways. So it's gonna be like half an hour, little more maybe, to get there, depending on how quickly you go. So give me a Dex drive check.
Okay. Can I pick the difficulty?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna spend a point of willpower and roll a difficulty 8.
Okay.
Three successes.
Okay. You ride like the wind. And pull up in front the house. I want everyone to give me perception awareness rolls.
Perception
Perception
awareness?
Yep.
Difficulty?
Do I have extra difficulty because of the high?
No, this is just a straight thing. Jacklor, you can roll at 5 because you're in tune with this.
Holy shit, 2 successes. Holy shit, that's 6 successes.
Bill? Yep. So all of you pick up like a chill down your spine. Did you take your wound penalty into account though, Bill?
No, I didn't.
Please do.
I just won't roll then. I have 1 dice.
This is a passive thing. Please roll.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, all of you pick up at least a chill Jackalor. It's almost like you can hear an echo, kind of, and it's something unpleasant, you can't tell what. And Solomon, I take it heightened senses is active.
Yeah.
Give me a wit self-control at 7.
I will. Oof.
Okay, Solomon just stops when he gets out of the car and looks at the house, and his eyes go glassy. Solomon, you are momentarily overwhelmed by the feeling of screaming, crying, sobbing, fingernails scratching on the walls, trying to get out, trying to hide from the monster, etc., etc., etc.
You alright?
He's kind of slack-jawed out of it. Those of you who have a cult can give me a roll at 6 to see if you can figure out what this might be.
Can I roll 2 or no?
You are in the middle of the.
I have 3 occult. Does that reduce the difficulty? or
No,
it
this
just
is
6?
this is just a straight 6. This is a common discipline side effect.
Woo!
Bill, you're gonna pass on
No
this?
occult.
Okay. Yeah. You, Kirk, know exactly what this is. He's just being overwhelmed by whatever he's picking up. It's an Auspex thing. He's just getting bombarded by impressions. Just looking wide-eyed now at the house.
Something's wrong with the house, but Solomon got overwhelmed due to his aspects.
Right.
Happens when there's a large stimulus.
Give me 3 minutes, guys. Dasha goes over to like a garbage can. Starts rummaging around.
I'm gonna ask for my knuckles back.
Yeah, I'll give them to you.
Comes up with a bottle. Does anyone have like a hose?
You cut out near the end.
Does anyone have a hose?
On us?
Are you trying to firebomb the house?
Yes, actually. In case we need to burn this bitch down, I want to be ready.
Gotta get some Molotovs out of the car.
Do you have some ready in your car?
Well, I mean, I made the Molotovs.
Yes, I'm
And we're
asking if
using-
you... I know you have them. I'm asking if you've brought them with you.
Well, I mean, we took my car probably since Jack Lars
Okay,
is destroyed.
If, in that case, if you keep them in your car, then yes, you have Molotovs ready to go. With custom triggers.
We have 3 of those.
Cool. Kirk's high. I would say he doesn't get one.
Oh, I want to see fancy burning things.
Dasha face bombs. And that's why.
Fancy burning things.
I swear to God, Kirk.
But God's right here. Point my Solomon.
Solomon, you are starting to shake it off. You have to shut off your aspects for a moment to get rid of it, and you get the feeling it might be risky opening your senses inside
I
like
won't
this.
do it. Won't do it again, yeah.
Because, yeah, like you, especially being from an Auspex clan, like you would know that you're supernatural creatures, and you would know that awareness is like a built-in thing for vampires, and you can sometimes pick up places of strong resonance. And with Auspex, that just gets turned up to 11. I think you have enough dice that you're picking up the edges of it even without Auspex.
No, that's wow.
So we're not going in, or are we just blazing the...
No, we're gonna go in, but if we have to run, we dodge the place before we go.
Okay, that's reasonable.
I mean, if it's that bad, we don't want it standing anyway, because, like shit and evidence and, the usual. Let's just fucking go.
So is there a front door that's locked?
There's a front door. This isn't necessarily quite a house on the hill, but it does have a yard, and it kind of looks like a place that's been a little neglected.
I'm gonna stay near the back, and I'm gonna ask Salman. We should try to knock on the door and then dominate If the aunt's here, we can just dump, right?
I'm not sure she's still here, but yeah, okay.
Or do we just want to bash down the door?
No, we can see if she's still alive first.
Fuck's sake. Okay. How about we don't let the monsters know we're coming and just breaking through the back?
Okay.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay, let's just go. Okay, around the back, the neglect is kind of more obvious. And everyone can make me perception alertness rolls at... How old would this be? Would be, let's call it at base of 8.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, Dasha's gonna just say that she thinks she hears something from the inside. Solomon,
Yes?
you're picking up a faint smell. It's sickly sweet. You think you can remember it from some time in your mortal life? Like some kind of family thing? You can't quite put your finger on it.
I'll follow up on it.
Hey, you want to try and track the specific location?
Yeah.
Dasha, meanwhile, saying to the other two guys, seriously, I think there's someone inside.
Yeah, there's someone inside. We're looking for the person inside, aren't we? Where's the door? Do we break in or do we picklock it to be silent?
Okay, you're hurt, just open the door, I'll grab them.
Try
So,
to open the door. Is it locked or is there?
the back door? Roll luck die. This might actually not be. No, it's locked. It's not a particularly sturdy door, but it is locked. If you wanted to just break it open, I would let you.
Could I break it open without making all of...
You would need more than a single success on that. So you would need to make like a strength stealth check to see how quietly you can do this.
I can do that. It would take more time to pick it, right?
Probably, yeah.
Right.
Solman, give me a
Yes?
perception investigation for tracking the smell. Okay, you find two areas. One towards the back of the yard, and one seems to be coming from the... It's like a little window leading down to the basement.
Oh, I'll look into it.
Can't make it out, it's dark, unless you turn on auspex.
I mean, I could summon fire to light it up.
You could summon fire to light it up. Do you want to do that?
How dangerous is that actually?
Well, in closed space with who knows what down there, I don't know, how dangerous is it?
I could use the lowest level of the path.
You could. Go ahead
And
and roll
just,
for it if
like,
you're
have it.
willing. In midair, enough to get a glimpse.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Go ahead. You are close enough that you can place it accurately. Just give me a perception alertness roll for that. And Keegan, go ahead and make me that strength stealth at 6.
Okay, at 6 and the potence applies.
Yes, it gives you extra dice unless you activate it.
Alright, I'm not activating. I don't have any blood.
Okay.
That is with -1 because of my injury.
Okay, yeah. There's just a very quiet crack, and the door is open. Probably won't close properly again, but it's as quiet as it could ever have been, and Tasha just sort of crouches down and, like a shadow, moves inside the rush. Solomon, a perception alertness roll. Okay. Yeah, you get a glimpse of what looks like a figure with both hands chained to a pipe. Couldn't make out many more details. The lighting is just too bad. It looked pretty thin, like it's hasn't been fed well.
Yeah, I will follow up to the others then and raise the light again.
Okay. Let's see. Dasha is gonna come back out. Quiet as you please. Let's see how stealthy she's being. Not very. She seems nervous. I didn't catch it. I think it's hiding somewhere. Everyone be careful.
There's someone chained to a pipe in the basement.
Fuck.
I'll check it out if somebody wants to back me up.
Yeah, I'm with you. Just watch the fucking corners. We don't want to get jumped. Okay. So to the basement first.
Sure.
Jackal,
Apparently. Yeah.
how are you feeling about this on your high?
Why is it so dark? I
Why
can
is-
feel the darkness.
Okay.
I'm gonna activate my eyes again.
Okay. The shadows flee from you, and you can, with a bit of looking, find the basement door. This does not seem to be locked. Go down.
Yeah.
Okay. You go down, and the others don't make it out immediately. You have a chance to stop them from seeing this if you choose, because the way is narrow and you're blocking most of it, and they don't have dark sight. Below are two desiccated, half-rotten figures. What looks about teenager-sized, and judging from the clothing, the other one you think was a female. Both have been chained to the pipes and left there.
Is one of them alive?
Nope, both of them are desiccated. Also, the smell down here that you were picking up before is much, much stronger. And the smell part, all of you can pick up, even those who don't see the bodies.
I'm just gonna stare blankly with the door open. Jesus Christ.
I'll open the door. Smells like food.
Alright. Is there anything else in there?
No, just looks like two victims that were left here at some point.
She's not here.
Okay. Do any of the others want to try and get a peek of the basement?
I do.
Kirk does. Okay. Kirk tries to go down there. Dasha lets him. Does Solomon and Bill?
I just
I
move
guess I'll
aside.
follow him just to make sure that I can track him back out.
Okay. You both see the scene of horrors, but let's see. Both of you give me a perception awareness roll at 6. Okay.
Oof.
Okay. Solomon, you look
Yes.
at one of the shadows and it's mesmerizing. It shimmers with a dark light. It's almost like it's calling you. You could just step across and be somewhere else. Give me a willpower roll at 7. Okay. You stop yourself by reciting fairy tales about fairy ways and taking the wrong turn and ending up in fairylands and how bad it is, and with all you've read and all you know, you realize that that's probably exactly what this is. A secret
Yeah.
fairy road
Uh,
that's potentially opened exactly because of things that have happened here.
I'll grab Kirk and track him out.
But it smelled tasty.
It's dangerous.
Aww.
Wouldn't want to get lost in the shadows.
But I meld the shadows. Turned them into shiny tentacles.
Do I need to grab him?
Tasha starts rolling for self-control. That's one bullshit too many. Tasha frenzies.
Oh, motherfucker.
So, you guys may roll for initiative. Tasha would like to leap at the Kirk.
Good luck. Kirk is apparently more aware than ever.
Oh, right, you're still on the wrong fucking map. I guess I need to roll for Tasha. Using the correct token. Same result. Okay. Okay, so I think we're gonna say that Kirk is for essentially the first one to notice before Tasha starts moving, and she's essentially gonna be rushing down the stairs towards you.
Huh. I'd like to activate Observation too.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
That's enough to cover the entire basement, probably.
Yep. Now make a willpower roll at 6.
Oof.
Okay then. Silman. Bill, suddenly there's shadows everywhere. And you can hear whispers that are slowly growing louder, calling your names.
Loudly recite the warnings from the fairy tales.
Which of you happen to have cold iron on you?
I have cold iron talismans still.
Okay.
I have the knuckles and the necklace.
Yeah,
Solomon
I
gave me.
definitely gave away my knuckles, so I don't have cold iron.
I don't think Tasha does either. Okay. So, you saw Tasha rush towards Kirk, and shadows erupt. Solomon, what do? We are in normal initiative from then on.
Oh god.
Tasha just closed the distance, she didn't attack yet.
And I don't see anyone else, do I?
No, it's distorted sounds that you can hear, and you could pick out specific locations or move towards where they were from memory. But if you want to try and pick out their location, for sure you would have to activate Auspex. It would probably be easier if you're ready for it.
Did we make it out of the basement room?
No. He was refusing to go, talking about how tasty it smells, and Tasha just snapped at that point. It was one thing too many.
Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna try to drown out the whispering I hear with the warnings from the fairy tales, and I'm gonna try to find a piece of wall with my hand so
And just
I'm
try
not
and...
entirely lost.
Okay, you want to try and make it towards the stairs?
Yes.
Okay, that's reasonable. Bill, you had moved to let them pass, so... Where would you be? Would you be at the top of the stairs, or would you be still down in the basement?
I think I would just be in the doorway.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't have exactly gone in.
Okay, then you are in the doorway.
Does my night vision not get?
It's magical darkness. It doesn't.
Yeah,
That's why I was asking that.
Yeah, your night vision doesn't pierce this. It's like it's alive, and you've seen him conjure shadows before.
And I've been in shadows before. During
Yeah,
the world.
like you can actually be sort of right on the very edge of the shadows, we can say. And you can see the walls of it. It's like it's swirling and like it's alive instead of just a static cloud. It seems to be moving a bit more aggressively than normal.
Can I just try to block the doorway and grapple her if she tries to get past?
Yeah, you can do that. Tasha would like to grapple Kirk because she closed the distance. It's gonna be blind fighting penalties, but well, fuck this guy anyway. And Kirk, what do?
I'd like to conjure tentacles with option operation 3 and spend a point of willpower on it.
Okay. All right.
Wrong difficulty.
Wrong difficulty. Indeed.
5 successes anyway.
5 successes. Okay, roll willpower at 8. Okay. Go ahead and start rolling those attacks.
Wait, she was already past me in the hallway?
She just rushed down before you could react on the first round because you didn't know she was gonna snap.
Right. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
So 1 miss and the rest hit.
Do you want to start rolling damage?
Yes.
Go ahead.
He's crazy enough in his drug-addled state that he'd be rolling damage.
Mm-hmm. Go right ahead.
8 days of damage for the first one because 2 extra. Roll to soak minus 2 for the cloud.
Right. You dirty fuck.
She Does she have the clothes on?
She does, but not after this. This cuts her leathers to ribbons.
Right.
Only 1 damage on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, can't botch damage rolls, however.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 2 damage on the table.
Okay.
So
Wait, she
grappled
has 1
by
stamina?
3 tentacles. Or no,
Yeah, by 4.
4 tentacles, yeah.
Okay.
So she has +4 difficulty to hit.
Mm-hmm. And, well, she's grappled anyway, so she can only hit the tentacles.
Yeah. And the blind fighting difficulty as well.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna say that she attempts to break out towards you, because that's the most logical continuation of her initial declaration, to just...
Yep, that makes sense.
And you'd need to contest this with strength from the tentacles, and as long as one of them beats her, she's gonna stay grappled. Okay, she stays grappled. Solomon, you found a wall and you have a touchstone of reality. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna screw with you a bit on this. Give me a perception alertness, let's say, to try and move along to a wall safely.
Just at 6?
Just at 6. Okay, yeah, you find a wall. And you have cold iron on you. So, you're a bit safer than the others. Alright, next declaration. Solomon.
I'm
Yeah.
going to see about getting out of here, like up the stairs.
Okay. Bill.
Yes, I'm just gonna go up the stairs too.
Just stay out of it.
Yep, not much I can do about it.
Alright. Tasha's gonna activate her 1 point of potence and try and break out towards Kirk. Kirk.
Oh, I think he went be right back.
Yeah, he won.
3.
Got to love these two cunts.
House of Horrors. A portal to a hell dimension. Let's apply abyss magics.
I'm back.
So, Tasha is gonna use her 1 potence to try and rip her way towards you. What do?
Huh. How crazy is he, really?
I would like to think not very, but it's kind of your character and a question of how deeply he gives in to the dark glamour he's high on.
Can I spend a point of willpower to stop being affected, like a derangement?
If you if you spend a point of willpower, I will let you roll with self-control to try and fight it off.
Okay, I'll try and do that.
Because at this point, it's you in the Shadowlands, bitch. Well, not exactly, but
Difficulty?
difficulty 6. Okay, I'd say that's enough for sanity to reassert itself, and for you to realize you realize that the shadows you're trying to control, like last round you only got 1 success, they're on the very edge of slipping out of your control. You're barely holding on. The portal is just breathing behind you. You can feel it opening
I'm pretty sure I can't dismiss all of them at the same time.
If you want to shut it off, that will be a willpower roll. And you can dismiss one item per success at, let's say, 7. So you literally can't make it in a single round. Because you have 5 tentacles out.
Mm-hmm. Guess I have to play the hero here for the damsel in distress.
Ha 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 ha.
I'd like to activate Potence,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to try and grab Tasha and to just bring her upstairs.
No,
Okay.
you're dead.
Tasha is gonna switch her action then to proceed with biting you, even with the penalties.
Mm-hmm.
And you go ahead and make a strength roll check to grab her.
I have 2 auto successes from Potence.
Okay. I'm gonna treat this as switching targets. She fails. And I'm gonna need you and Tasha to make willpower roll at 8. Okay. You're still holding on. What do you have your tentacles do?
I'd like to have them attack each other.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead and give me a, let's call it a manipulation occult roll to try and neutralize them safely. At a 7. You don't need to spend blood for this obviously, but you're... Okay. Yeah, they start attacking each other. It's kind of going slow. Next round, you're gonna try to drag Tasha upstairs.
Yep.
Then,
I'd like to try and dismiss the cloud.
okay. Tasha is gonna spend a willpower to cooperate with you, despite the frenzy. So, roll willpower to try and get rid of the cloud.
Oh, also, do I need to roll strength this turn, by the way?
No. She's spending a willpower to temporarily ignore frenzy.
Okay. Willpower difficulty what? 6? 7?
7. Okay, the cloud is gone. And you see Tasha being half dragged by Kirk coming up the stairs. There's still shadows trashing down below.
I'm gonna go and assist.
That should be higher. Same as for the initial roll, it should have been higher. Yeah, no, yeah. She just, before she loses again, she just tells you, Bill, grab me right fucking now, I'm gonna kill him.
Grab.
So now you are at the top of the stairs, Jackalord. Give me a willpower roll at 6.
I can't make the 6 difficulty rolls, apparently.
Okay.
It's on the botch.
So, you, Solomon, well, Bill is busy with Tasha. You see Kirk just kind of stop, and you see the glassy look in his eyes. He turns back towards the stairway and starts to take a step.
I grab him and pull him.
Do you want to spend buff your strength?
Kirk, you can re-roll your willpower. You're far enough away from it that...
So roll again at 6 or at 7?
Yeah, at 6. He's essentially trying to
I
snap you out
can't
of
make
it.
the willpower roll at 6.
He tries to shake off your grip.
Buffs worn off, or yeah, probably right.
By now, yes, I'd say so.
I'm gonna. It's strength troll, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna buff strength by 1 then.
Okay. So, make a contested strength brawl check. Actually, Kirk, just strength, no brawl, because you are.
I don't have brawl.
Then just strength anyway. But you are essentially too out of it to apply skill to it.
Can't make difficult to 6 rolls.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of slam him against the wall. He shakes his head. You see a moment of sanity there.
Get yourself together.
Make one more manipulation occult roll, Kirk. Okay. You feel that cold shiver again. The thrashing from below seems to have stopped though. And Bill, I'm gonna say that if you can succeed on a single strength brawl roll versus Tasha, it's gonna be enough to lock her down until she snaps out of it like we usually do.
Alright.
The first half of the frenzy was all that business with Jackalor, essentially. Yeah.
Never lets go.
Yeah, she's under control and she snaps out of it. She's just gonna slowly heal. Well, Kirk, your high seems to have worn off, but you can definitely feel a kind of like a supernatural background hum to the building that's not entirely wholesome.
I think we should probably burn this building down now.
We should call the sheriff or something to confirm first.
For fuck's sake, we came here to find if the bitch escaped here. Let's check the other floors.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true. You're right. I'll might want to send a message to the regent, actually.
Yeah, I suppose I will.
Solomon, roll intelligence politics.
Okay. Difficulty?
Difficulty 6. This is clan lore.
I think I will spend a wonderful power.
Okay.
4 successes.
Well, the Tremere, glorious clan that they are, pursue knowledge above all things, and knowing them as you've come to know them, they'll probably just build a chantry on top of this.
I will, as Chakra suggested, write a short report while we journey through the rest of the building.
Okay, so you're gonna send the regent a update?
Yeah, the address and the...
I'm curious how you would describe this phenomena.
the
Gateways into the
strong...
abyss.
I mean, the strong, dark energies in the building, and something that was reminiscent of a fairy portal in the basement.
Okay, it takes him 2 minutes. Then he replies back. Secure the location if possible. Clan members are on their way.
Okay.
To be
Okay, yeah,
secure.
the regent will send some people to help with the location.
Do we search the rest of the building in the 2 minutes that it took him to text back?
You search the first floor. You can make perception investigation rolls.
Okay, that's only 5 dice. I don't want to activate all specs.
If I don't have investigation, it's alertness at a higher difficulty.
Yeah, you can roll alertness at 8.
3 dice at 8. Sure.
Yeah,
Nope.
no. Solmer,
Yes?
you find some things in the fridge that are more of those same containers. There's another 3 or 4 with what you think are probably human bits.
Actually, I will put the human bits I took along in the fridge.
Okay,
The clan can deal with those.
and Checklore. Um, you also find some paperwork that seems to be addressed to her aunt, and it's essentially stuff like her retirement fund, what you might expect, but to you it looks like these have been left out for a couple of weeks, and you would kind of expect an old lady that's actually retired to take care of things that might affect her income a bit sooner than that.
So she's probably dead.
She's probably dead.
Well, the aunt is probably dead.
So we don't have to worry about her.
The Masquerade, yeah. The building is kind of problematic, but our clan will take care of it.
Well, that's good.
Keep searching. She in here.
Okay, you want to search the second floor?
Yeah.
Okay, give me one more investigation roll then.
While that's happening, I'd like to give the sheriff a report on what's happening right now.
Okay, do you send a message or do you call her?
I'd like to call her.
Okay, then you stay downstairs and call her. Okay, yeah, you search the upstairs, you find the master bedroom, which there's a faint, musty, coppery smell to it. The bedding seems to have at one point been soaked with a lot of blood, but whatever body was there has been removed. And in the guest bedroom, you find the remains of Marcella, her body almost cut to pieces.
Okay, I will. Who of us found her?
You kind of were both searching as a team while Tasha was trying to hold down her nausea.
Okay, I will call out that we found her then.
Okay. Meanwhile, Kirk, you're calling the sheriff. She picks up. Yes.
Uh, I have report for the mission.
Okay, go on.
We managed to defeat the changeling thingy.
Uh-huh.
That was behind the murders. They apparently just found just found the
Found her!
her body. She
Okay.
apparently, so we can confirm that she's definitely dead.
Any complications?
The building that the body is in is apparently, I don't know quite what it is, but it's definitely something affiliated with shadows and darkness.
You should probably tell her that you told me to call my clan and stuff.
Yeah, The we informed the regent about. Oh, I asked Solomon to inform the regent about it because he seemed like the likeliest to be able to take control without damaging the situation further.
Right. Hmm. Okay. Shadows, you say?
Yes, they affected my obtenerbration powers, almost to control of them.
Okay, that sounds like something we want Linda to take a look at personally.
Why
Who
I
gets
called
it
you?
first?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be over and check it out myself, and I'll arrange things with Linda if necessary.
Yes, Sheriff.
Keep the place secure
There was
until
nothing else.
reinforcements get there.
I shall do. I shall do my best.
Okay. Searching through the room meanwhile where Marcella was, you find several more animal pieces, and she has like 3 animal pieces on her. One seems to be the white furred ear of a tiger.
I'll pocket them for now.
Another is like the foot of some kind of a bird. And the third one you think is a tail, might be just a random alley cat. There's several more random animal bits in this room here.
Is she moving at all?
Ooh, she's body is, when you check it, colder than it should be if she was alive. Your attacks killed her.
Alright. The cold iron's still in her.
You check, and yes, the bits are still in her.
I'm just gonna sit down somewhere and start resting a little bit. What'd you find, Solomon?
Uh, I'm not quite sure what these are.
Wait, was he calling the sheriff?
Kirk was.
Can you ask him to tell her to bring blood? I'm not in a good spot right now.
Sure. Hey, Kirk.
Yeah,
Bill needs blood.
I'll just try and hunt for some. Well, I don't. I already ended the call.
You can text her, it's a phone.
Fair enough. I'll send a text message. Apparently, Bill needs blood quite badly.
Right, have him stay somewhere away from people. I'm gonna take a detour and get some chains and blood bags.
It's not that bad.
It's not. It's not that bad.
It's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't know that, but
I can guess because otherwise he wouldn't.
Okay, she just sends back on your head then.
No, she's not bringing any blood. As I guessed.
So right, Melissa makes sense. Yeah, eventually a couple Tremere with 3 or 4 ghouls are gonna arrive, and shortly after that the sheriff. Sheriff is gonna share some, say, 5 blood bags with Bill, because apparently it's bad. And you're gonna give your preliminary reports, but after that you quickly get the impression that, you did good, kids. Let the professionals deal with the really dangerous shit. And they don't even take up positions inside the house, they kind of have the ghouls they kind of dominate the occupants of the house across and use that to watch if anyone's going in there or coming out. And yeah, you're encouraged to fuck off, write up a report, and forget this place ever existed.
I can deal with that one.
Okay, I will go hunt then.
Okay.
I will come with.
You have at least half a night left, so if you wish, you can just auto-refill by 6 points.
Okay, that's good
I'll do
enough.
that as well.
Like, everyone can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you call upon your herd, you can actually refill to full bill. So,
Okay, I'll do that.
yeah. So was that a suitably fucky and pants-watering monster to hunt?
Yeah.
Oh yes. I was afraid Bilbo might die until he managed to get her incapacitated in one turn.
Yeah, those tentacles also helped.
Yeah, they helped try to kill me.
She had, let me count out her buffs. She had Wayfare for 2 extra actions, each for 2 turns, because Time Domain, or Time Realm. She had Confounding Coils for 2 turns. She had Burning Dew for a total of 6 turns for 4 extra strength. And she had Dragon Scales for 6 turns. And she had Flicker Flash prepared on being badly hurt. And this time she only rolled 4 successes, so there was a turn's delay, letting you absolutely demolish her before her body teleported away.
Thank goodness.
Actually, yeah. On the body. Wait, no, you wouldn't, because she spent her draws on the stuff there. You only have the 3 points that you already got in the bar.
That's good enough. And the token is also interesting enough.
Yeah. And you now know the location of a Trod. Even if it leads to probably a very nasty part of the dreaming. Okay then. Is there anything you wish to do after hunting and recovering?
Guess we should write a report.
Mission complete.
Yeah, we should write that report.
Okay then. The roles for the report we can. You know what? No, write it out. What was the role we used, like intelligence investigation?
I think.
I believe so.
Okay, then who's leading?
I think I should be. Unless.
If you remember correctly, we have the same dice pool, so it really doesn't matter.
Well, analytical applies.
Yeah, then it matters, I guess. Then you should lead.
So yeah, I'll lead. Difficulty? 6, I presume?
Yeah, 6. And others, those who wish, can attempt to aid.
Not bad.
So that's a total of 6 successes, unless Bill wants to try and add in as well.
Bill
I
doesn't
don't
have investigation.
Can I use etiquette?
Yeah, go ahead and roll intelligence etiquette for helping with the
Alright.
wording.
I would have healed. Would the difficulty increase?
No.
Oh,
Okay, so that's 4 successes total.
Yeah, don't forget to add the part where I punched it pretty good.
Yes, Bill will add the part where he punches it multiple times.
How do you guys feel about this mission and what transpired?
I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a shit show.
So I'm also satisfied with the results.
Oh yeah, definitely satisfied. I'm just glad this nightmare is over. To make a pun.
This nightmare. Okay. Let's see. Let me ask it this way. Do you guys think you've made the world a better place?
Yes.
By destroying the thing? Yeah, sure.
One less monster in the world.
Then I want all of you to roll a conscience for potentially gaining a humanity.
So one die at 8.
Yep, one die at 8. Good luck.
Ha!
Wait, this.
Ha
Nice.
ha ha ha. I'm at for humanity again.
That's,
This is.
you say it's for humanity is some kind of achievement.
This
And
is
the
for
person-
gaining, yes, Keegan.
Alright.
Because you ended a monster and you feel... You can feel like you've done a good thing.
So 7 humanity for me now, and Bill is at 8, 9.
Back to 8.
Back to
Alright,
8.
one time. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, I'm a good person again.
Dasha goes to 8.
Yeah, baby.
Oof.
Is this gonna help calm her down or no?
Not very. That, like, Bruja tend to have a certain Dios Vault attitude. This might make her worse, actually.
Yay!
But congratulations! You killed the Nightmare Fae.
So we have a couple nights before we need to report, or
Probably. They might call you in tomorrow, maybe, but even if that's the case, you have your report ready. Okay, yeah, I hope the investigation was appropriately fucky
Yeah.
and the challenge was
Definitely.
appropriate.
Oh
Definitely.
god. Yeah, I thought we would probably lose someone in that fight.
Yeah, if Bill hadn't, both Bill and me hadn't managed to do that exact amount of damage, we would likely have lost someone.
yeah, because he almost killed me.
I'm sorry, I was trying to help.
Uh-huh.
If not for that Alpha Strike, Holy Strike can be nasty.
Yeah.
Is it aggravated?
No, it's lethal, but it's a lot of lethal.
Oof.
It's like glamour rating plus willpower plus extra successes.
Yeah,
Ow.
It's a ranged attack. Does she aim for the head?
she doesn't have to aim for the head. Her casting the magic doubles as the attack roll.
Yeah.
So, essentially, she had 7 willpower and 5 glamour.
13 base damage. Yeah, that would have hurt.
I will make her sheet visible to you. You can check what she had.
Good thing I KO'd her.
Yep.
Dumb question. Was she still capable if the other two didn't start punching and stabbing her?
No. She was essentially coma worthy at that point.
So I did the finishing blow.
Well, if they hadn't done more damage, she would have immediately died.
Okay.
Like, she probably would have bled out in that room, I pretty much guaranteed. But it would have been fuckier for you, because you could know for sure. Out of character.
Where is the bitch?
So Jackalor was the, she's in the missions. Jackalor was the one to actually ensure that she definitely would end her life by cold iron, thus destroying her soul.
Yay.
Okay. So, I think this is the natural place to end this session.
Definitely.
So, starting with Bill. Bill, what's Bill's takeaway from this chapter?
One less monster to deal with.
Okay, Solomon.
In the face of this evil, Solomon has rekindled some of his humanity.
Okay then, Kirk.
Kirk both dreads and longs for more blood from the Fae.
Note to self, punch Kirk later.
And Tasha's is... Kirk is fucking hopeless. He's not gonna change.
Yeah, I knew that years ago.
Like just this, I want to taste it. She actually wrote perception empathy at one point to hear the like horror in Bill's voice when he commented on what he saw, and Kirk just reacting like that, just too much. Too fucking much, dude.
Smells like food.
Fucker. Just God damn it. Okay, let's see. Favorite and least favorite moment, Keegan.
I guess one hitting her was pretty fun.
Okay, I was kind of worried that might have been a letdown, her ending up dying so easily, but okay.
Jesus fucking Christ. I was almost dead and Jackler torped me, so So no, that wasn't gonna be a fight I wanted to continue. Because I would have been dead. No, I would have been the one dying. The other two would have finished her, but I would have died. So
Okay. Nyaxi.
I liked searching the house at the end and the basement stuff as well, including the shadowy fuckery.
Okay. Jackalor.
I like the meeting at the bar. It was like it showed that she wasn't just a monster.
I mean, she was, but she was practical.
Yeah, she was practical about it. A sense of self-preservation and all that.
Okay. So, willpower gain wise, just refill to full. This
Okay.
is, I think, appropriate given happenings.
wait, let me ask. If you didn't give us full, could I have asked for 2 because I survived the monster and I survived Kirk trying to kill him?
Maybe. Survivor is more about perseverance in against a fuck ton of bullshit.
You don't think Kirk was bullshit the entire time?
Like for the sequence at the end when he was high as a kite, that probably would have counted. I think the bit where you are, focusing on continuing on in the house is more appropriate to the survivor nature than just surviving a fight, even with Kirk smacking you in it. It's more the choosing to put up with things and put one foot in front of the other than just living through something traumatic,
Alright.
It's the choice to push on. NPC experience then, Keegan.
I guess Keith and who was in there last session? I'll just give it to the Tremir's Primogen or Chantry guy.
Okay.
Nay, sire.
Okay. Right. I hope you're proud of yourselves. You've given Tremere a way into the dreaming.
You cut out.
I said I hope you're proud of yourselves. You've given Tremere a way into the damn dreaming.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Fuck
The-
the Fae, right?
The house deserves to know.
Okay. Well, what about you, Nyaxi? Who deserves experience?
Okay, this region already got, so one to Curtis on his way to hopefully glory with a decent coterie, and one to the sheriff.
Okay, Curtis and Sheriff. You know, I think your hopes are in vain for Curtis because he's joining to replace Kylie in Edge of Tranquility.
Oh, so he has the fuck ups as his coterie. Sad, but maybe he can pull through.
Okay, and the Sheriff. Oh, it's Ospec's 4th time, bitches!
Oh no.
Okay, and Jackalor.
Hmm. Wait, I now forgot what I was talking about.
Experience. Who do you want to give experience to?
Oh, yeah, that. Sorry. I'll give one to the sheriff and one to the regent.
Okay. You know, if things had gone differently, me yeeting all of you into the dreaming with an unleashing was definite possibility.
I would have been dead.
We'd all have been dead.
I would have been dead first.
I mean, I had cold iron with me.
Doesn't that mean they just go after us first?
No, but it's not a good thing if you actually yeet that into the dreaming.
Yeah,
Oh, crowbar. Dreaming.
it might dissolve and end up spawning like a bunch of autumn chimera. It's bad. It can be very bad.
Would this autumn chimera attack us or the dreaming first?
Why not?
Yeah, I have a feeling that they might suck every bit of joy and, you know, creativity out of you. So, like, as vampires, you would be partially protected and it wouldn't kill you, but it might harm your humanity rating, honestly.
Ouch. Solomon wouldn't have survived that one.
Why, my human? I'm already cold. I was cold. Now I'm a human again. Come
Try to reach
Cold
sainthood,
like
yo.
iron?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Humanity 4 is saint enough for me.
You should. I'm sure you get along nicely with William.
What do you mean if the mortals aren't, you know, trying to get out of your way, then you have enough humanity, right?
Jeez.
The prince would agree that this makes sense.
Prince is a cunt.
Well, yes. But,
All of your characters are cunts, though.
yes, because we're playing vampire.
Stop being a cunt.
That would be out of character.
No, wait, actually, the Toriator was pretty decent, so never mind.
Except you fucked her if anyone ever finds out what happened. You never called her, by the way.
I said after this mission.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna keep putting it off for the next 10 years. Okay, do we
Just
get all...
kill her.
Wow. My
Okay.
sainthood, yo.
I think MVP should go to Bill, because
Yeah.
that was a clutch strike.
Definitely BL.
I think we should all get 3 so that we all get 3 for finishing the mission, and then I get 1 for the clutch.
We got 3 last session though.
Yeah, I might give you all 3 when you hand this mission in and are released.
Okay, that's fair.
But yeah, for now 3 to build, 2 to the gray stuff, the ads. You know.
Does Tasha get 3? I mean 2.
Tasha gets 2, I already added them. She's at 35 currently. Okay, thoughts, suggestions, impressions to share, ideas?
XP expenditure. I would think I would need at least a couple more uses of my eyes before I can get protein.
Since we're gonna be heading into downtime, essentially you're not gonna have it when you're reporting for the mission, but after we handle the last downtime, you can pick it up then. There's enough in between moments for you to practice it that, you know.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
After that downtime, we're not going to be in the game anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we can
that
always
was a
pick
waste
this
of
up
XP.
at some other point as neonates.
I want to pick up a secondary thaumaturgy path during the downtime.
Okay. You can do that. You're gonna have to roll on the project to see if you're making enough
Yeah, we can do that
progress.
next time.
Yeah.
I have a dumb question. Would Demi or Isaac be able to get a humanity roll next session?
Yeah.
No. Well, why? He doesn't deserve it.
He was
I'm just
still
wondering.
part of. You know, we're gonna question how his character feels about it and decide based on that.
Yeah.
What, you don't want him to get humanity?
He doesn't deserve it. He left us out in the cold 2 times on this mission.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
It's true.
it's true. I take it back. Ignore what I said.
Like, imagine the aunt was in this building and the corpse landed on her bed while she was asleep. And then we wouldn't have had anyone who can wipe a fucking memory because Isaac is having some holidays together with his Primogen or something. Oh no,
Well, I mean-
it was with his.
I have Dominate 3.
I didn't know that.
You know, we would have just done the Tremere thing and stabbed her in the heart
Oof.
with a dagger.
Alright. So. I think that there are a few loose ends we still need to tie up, but in terms of having the clause, it will affect probably your epilogue in that it will determine just how dangerous you are and how
Right.
much of an impact you can have on various political happenings.
Boo, politics suck.
Yay, an art free state.
Can I do some dumb rolls because you said we had one day.
Next session probably, if you want to take the time to.
Boo. Okay, let me just show you what I wanted to show you now.
Okay.
I would have taken Solomon's measurements too.
Okay. That's for a wrist thing, right?
Yes. It's if you've seen did Django Unchained,
I have not.
I'll send you a link.
But
after
it's
you're done.
essentially supposed to be a concealable in your sleeve.
Yes, and with this, if I make the cold iron rounds like I told you, those could shoot the rounds, and they can go from 9mm to 44 Magnum with different size derringers.
Okay. I'm gonna say that if you want these to be concealable in, like a wrist holster like that, you would have to wear heavy clothing and it would have to be like a light pistol round. But this is definitely a thing you can cook up.
Not right.
Okay then. Anything else to add before we say goodbye?
I kind of want to buy Auspex, but I also have shit dice for that. Uh, honestly, I think I'd be better off buying potents.
That's up to you.
Fear strength?
Strength is 1.
Exactly.
Well, it affects my tentacle dice pools for damage.
To kill me better. Gotcha.
Yes, to kill you better, specifically you. Nobody else.
This is the third time you torpedoed or killed me.
It's almost like he's afraid of werewolves coming to kill him or something. It's like he knows what's coming.
Yeah, I'll definitely buy potents if I can.
Okay.
Considering I've used it a bit this session and last session, I think I used it last session.
Honestly, it's close enough that you can buy it. Like, Keegan's is a bit iffier because he just picked it up like last week for Protean 1 and it's out of clan.
No, I said it was fine if I did it, like, more.
Yeah. Like, it's close to the line where I would allow it, but not quite yet, essentially.
You know, what I was going to do originally was, if Tasha was with us, I would have taken her glasses off, but she wasn't there, so I just asked if I could have a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Does she even have eyes?
You don't know. You've never seen her without those glasses.
Turns out she's blind and she's been relying on Auspex for this entire time.
Dear God, she's Helen of Troy.
She secretly feeds on you during the day.
So yeah, I can buy potents to 3.
Sure.
He's
Sure, I'll
been
do that
using
then.
strength a lot this session.
You know what, Keegan, go ahead and buy Protean 2. We're close enough to the end that it doesn't matter.
I can wait until next session.
You can, but don't bother, just add it in. It's fine.
Okay. Yay, now I'm a big woof.
And you know what, given how loyal you've been to the clan and that the regent at this point has probably put 2 and 2 together as to what happened to the Nosferatu, and appreciates you not having been caught,
He's such a good dad.
you can go ahead and add Path of Mercury 1 as well.
Okay.
You're the kind of Tremere the clan needs, the kind that doesn't get caught.
You're the favorite son.
I mean,
Wait,
Darkon
so-
probably didn't say anything too bad about your group, so...
So what was all the Primogen's opinion about the Nosferatu Primogen?
You know, it's... During the war, they probably kind of respected him, but turning a kid is the kind of thing that you're not gonna really look too closely at who killed him over it, you know?
Is that not seen as a good thing anymore?
Yeah.
Or ever?
It was never seen as a good thing, but it was seen as an acceptable thing. But the thing is, if they can pretend that they don't know who killed him, they might just do that. Just because they're making noises about finding the killer doesn't mean that they actually want to find them. Funnily enough.
wasn't the Tremere kid who wanted to turn Jack Galore a kid as well? Or a teenager?
There's a big difference between a teenager who has the body of 16 or 17-year-old and a legit kid. Like a big difference.
Yeah, he's like almost twice as old as Kylie.
Yeah, exactly. Okay then, I guess we can end the stream and the video here. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Thanks for
Goodbye.
watching.